Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Hello, lovely people. Hope you are well and welcome to it's usually a Friday night, but tonight it's a Thursday night. Kop-Ish Kall-In and Rival Watch. The reason why we've moved forward a day is because of the Euro fixtures tomorrow. We don't want to, one, rush the show, and two, didn't want to miss out on any of you guys who wanted to have your say about what's going on. Matt, how you guys doing?
Yeah, not bad, man. Not bad.
So.
I see a couple of transfers from a couple of teams starting to pop up now.
You don't know how I feel.
But I'm patient. I'm all right. I'm easy.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people that's angry, annoyed, agitated. I get it, but a little bit of patience. Don't worry, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, we got to kind of wait and see what happens. One thing I will say is that I don't think there's as long in the window as people may think. It's not a window that stays open until September. It actually shuts, I believe, when the season starts, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't know.
I think so. Because I do remember they did it last year as well, didn't they? No, the year before last year.
Yeah, they did it, yeah.
They did it last year because of the whole pushback of the... So I think you're right, Kyle, yeah.
So, yes, I do believe we haven't got as long as we usually have. So it should be interesting to see what happens. Drift, what's your initial concerns at the moment? Just in a short couple of sentences.
That FSG think that they gave us Kanate and it was kind of like, oh, that man. That's how I feel. Because don't get me wrong, it was a great signing and we are happy about it. But I can't really talk about Kanate till I know what we're going to do overall. Because as a football club now, we can't just keep doing that signing there. This project needs to get back on track ASAP. And therefore, we need to actually have the whole package ready. And Klopp likes to have his man them in pre-season and get everybody used to things. So that end of August thing, I don't like that. I don't care about that. I want to man them in now, getting used to the team and be ready to go as soon as the season starts. You know what I mean? That's what my issue is.
Apologies if I've got it wrong. I think everyone in the chat is correcting me saying that it's the 31st of August that it shuts. I was under the impression that it was when the season started, unless that's been changed back.
Yeah, I think someone said they've changed it again.
Okay, fair enough. Matt, obviously Man United look like they're securing Sancho. They're apparently in talks with Varane. City obviously are going hard for Kane. Looks like they're trying to get Grealish as well. Chelsea are going hard for Haaland. Obviously they tried to get Hakimi, so a right back of some sort is going to be on the agenda for them as well. And Lukaku. Leicester City have got Daka. Looks like they're going in for Berardi as well. Someone else. Ryan Bertrand. They've just got Ryan Bertrand as well.
Yeah.
Then you've got Arsenal, who are in the process of trying to get Locatelli, Ben White. The theme of this show is there a chance we could get overtaken by some of our rivals and left behind by some of our rivals? What's your thoughts, Matt?
They all have to do way more shopping than we do, bar City. I think City just do it because they can and because they just got stupid finances that no one else can compete with in world football other than PSG. Everyone else have to play catch up. They have to go and make these signings. Like, here's the thing. We done our shopping steadily over the last how many years, yeah? So we got in the Manes, the Salahs, the Van Dijks, the Thiagos, the Fabinhos, and we done it gradually till we got to a point where you would say right now, pound for pound, when every player is fit in the Premier League, we still have the best 11. We just don't have the best squad. We need to just be a little patient because I don't think our first 11 can really and truly get that much better, maybe bar one other player. and you can arguably say that's a striker, right? Like, let's just say, for example, Haaland or an Mbappe or a Kane. And then it's like Liverpool, that's perfect. No one's touching that. But it's always right now, it's about the squad. The squad, in my opinion, will get enhanced. It's just, I suppose, the frustration is, when will it be enhanced? Because I feel like it will. My worry is that, I suppose, if you want to look at it, is that, right, like, how long are we going to have to wait? Or maybe Liverpool are in negotiations with a couple of people and we're just waiting to see when it's the best time to strike. Because it seems to me that we are one of the best at striking at the right time. Like, the whole Thiago thing was dragging, but we got him. Jota, we just got him like that. Simicast, we wasted no time getting him after Jamal Lewis broke down. We said, don't worry about that. We got this brother here. So I'm not saying like, rah, it's going to end up all hunky dory and roses. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, though, like, let's at least, like, give it a bit later onto the window where we can at least assess things, because I think we just get a bit carried away because we're Liverpool and because we're so desperate to get back to the top, and because of what happened last season, we just want to see an influx of players that give us hope and also just, like, make us believe again. Because I think we all believe, every Liverpool fan in the chat in the world believe we can do it again. But we're going to need more help because we've got players coming back from injury. So it's that belief. What transfer do, yeah? It gives you that kind of, like...
That lift,
bruv. So even with everything that's going on, that we have a good squad and players coming back, we just want that player so you can go... Because when Konate signed officially, I know it's today, but when we kind of we got it, it gave us a lift. All the other clubs were moaning. And now they signed a few players and now we're like... So let's just, you know what I mean? I believe in Klopp, not necessarily FSG. I just know that Klopp, I trust in him to be like, listen, I don't know what you man are doing, but I'm going to reiterate this one more time. We need signings, and I think he will get them. I just don't know when.
I'm going to ask you guys a question. So it came out, I believe it was yesterday, that I think it's over the last 3 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, but Liverpool and Man City had the exact same points tally over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And then also, Matt, you've also mentioned about the best 11. Here's where I kind of debunk both of those to an extent. Because, yes, we have got the same amount of points over the last 3 seasons as Man City. Mm-hmm. And people say we toppled Man City. And without trying to sound like a Debbie Downer here, we haven't toppled Man City. Because out of the last 3-4 seasons, out of the last 4 seasons, they've won the league 3 times. We've won it once. They finished above us 3 out of the last 4 seasons. And also, when we talk about starting 11, I think it's brilliant. Look, I'm not going to complain at having the best starting 11. But the difference between us and City is that we can only go really hard for one competition. We've only gone hard at 2 competitions once in Klopp's reign. And it almost ended in absolute success on both fronts, but ultimately it didn't. So the difference is Man City can go hard for 4 trophies every season. We can only go hard for 1. And this season, we couldn't even do that. So I think, yes, there are some positives to be taken, but I think the overall big picture is we kind of have to look at our rivals. I know people turn around and say, look, just focus on what we're doing, but this is a game where you have to kind of look at your rivals and you have to look at what's going on. So, I mean, that's my take. I don't know what you guys think about that.
No, what you're saying makes perfect sense, Carl, and that's why I'm not necessarily... I can see positive Matt is slowly creeping back in again, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not saying being negative or whatever. And I'm not necessarily even being negative. I'm just being very skeptical because I know what FSG are like. And I, like when Matt was just saying, like, Klopp would have told FSG what he needed. Bro, we would have done that when we only got Sepp Vandenberg and Adrian. In January, I'm sure he told them he wanted them. And then they waited till the last minute and did some last minute shopping. And I said to you lot off air, the reason why I have a problem with this isn't because I'm watching Face and I'm like jealous of the rivals or anything like that. No, it ain't that. What my problem is Haaland, Mbappe, Sancho, all of these players that are being linked with these rival clubs. That's the Cavossier, the Hennessy, the Remy, the Grouse, the Rare Nephew. Them man are taking all the good drinks. So don't get me wrong, Matt. We can still get drunk, but you know how horrible your hangover is on Lambrini. Bro, I don't want a Lambrini hangover, bro. And that's what it's looking like right now because, yeah, we can go and get other players, but when the man have took all of the big boy drinks already, you know what I mean? Like, That's
but
what my worry is. Like, I don't want to go from Henny to Blossom Hill. Do you get what I'm saying?
Cool.
That's how I feel, because when we decide to start shopping, when all the bad boys are already taken, we're doing that whole project. Hope this guy comes through, little young up and comer, or do you get what I mean? And we said it yesterday. We ain't got time for a project. Not now, not when Klopp's only got 2-3 years and everyone's doing what they're doing. We ain't got time for a project. We need our player to be Mbappe, Neymar, Lukaku. We can't be rolling around with all of these like underground. Oh, he might be good. He might be good. Oh, should we try?
I hear you. But again, there's a big but though. Here's the thing, right? So what you're saying, I'm not saying Liverpool fans shouldn't think like that. I'm not saying that I even shouldn't think like that. But here's the thing now. So when FSG done the whole Super League thing, I was very vocal. I would say more so out of us three, I said I just want them going no matter what. I don't care. I don't care. You were like, no, we gotta put pressure on them and try and get the most out of them. I kind of knew that was never gonna work anyway. I couldn't see Liverpool fans putting the amount of pressure like what Man United did, so to speak, on Liverpool. I just didn't see it, and it never happened. Right? We're in a situation where we kind of know what's gonna happen. We know we was never gonna get Neymar. We knew we was never gonna get Varane. We knew we was never gonna get Jadon Sancho. We knew all this. So it's more of a thing where I've taken your approach and I've just said, listen, we can only get what we can. But at the same time, it doesn't mean to say that we can't still get good players. Because when it was Thiago, we weren't talking like this. We were skeptical. We were worried. When it was Werner, we were like, remember we first went in Werner? We were like, we were mad, bro. We were fuming. I was more mad than any one of you, man. And then we got Jota. And I was like, I don't know, he's good. And look what happened with Jota. So I'm not trying to say like there's always gonna be something, I don't know, like I just feel like with FSG, I don't like them. I want them gone, bro. But at the same time, I kind of have to understand what's in front of me. And I kind of know, as frustrating as it is, my club ain't gonna go out and buy the Mbappes and Haalands from what I've seen right now. So all man can hope for is that they can do some undercover thing when they managed to get Thiago ahead of everyone else, managed to get Jota ahead of everyone else. And when we had that Fabinho, when he signed and no one was really on him and we managed to get him. And then we went and got Alisson and Van Dijk. So I'm hoping we can kind of still do them type of things there. But I'll be honest with you. Now, and I'll say it again, I want them gone because I know for a fact that Liverpool really and truly should have been in for Jadon Sancho. And I said this last summer. Remember, bro, you were like, the price. I was like, bro, do you want to know something? Yes, the price, I get it. Like he's like they're quoting 100 and something mil. That's stupid. But here's the joke: they waited and got him for 70 something. That was our chance to go in and get him. But they're paying installments as well. You know, over 5 years. It's 73 million.
It's the side to cut. You know, Matt. Here's the thing with Liverpool, though. It's always been the wages. It's never really been the transfer fee.
But here's the thing: why are we the only club? On Twitter, by the way, worrying about wages. Why are we the only club that's like that? You'll get people say, "Oh yeah, but the wages are too mad." Like, bruv, football's been around before Hola Unu was born. You know, before man was born, football was there when we weren't there, and other people in the chat weren't there. There was nothing about wages. It's like this wages, and it's like we've been conditioned to be thinking about wages, agents' fees, transfer fees, what other clubs just get it done. That's why I will go back to the whole FSG thing when we done the FSG in and out. I want their man gone. But what can we really do? Unless they go, we have to just hope that they can unearth somebody. If not, there's no point moaning. What's the point moaning knowing what's going to happen?
Going to read out a couple of super chats. So Troy M says the reason we get a bit vexed recently is because we know Klopp likes to get players in early. So if it drags out, we know it's FSG. I think you also got to put Michael Edwards in that category, but I'll explain why. And with the level of player we buy, those that Klopp needs to improve, instead of ready-made, we need them in as early as possible to get them used to the system. That's very true. The reason I did want to mention Michael Edwards in association with FSG with things and how they're going is I think we're in a predicament. And this is what I've always been scared about. I feel as though there's very little to no transfer rumours or transfer activity happening, shall I say, for two reasons. But I actually think it's the one that I don't want it to be. we're either working really hard behind the scenes but just being super quiet about things, or two, we cannot operate until we start selling players. And I think it's the latter. And if that is happening, then I think we may be in a bit of trouble, because clubs will know that we're desperate for money and they will hold out, or they'll just look at other options. And I think that's potentially where the model that we have, with it being so obvious to everyone as well, because let's be honest, Chelsea and City are anomalies, but with Arsenal, you don't know if they're sold to buy or not. With Man United, you don't know if they're sold to buy or not. We don't. Whereas with us, you know we are absolutely sold to buy. So I ask Drift, do you think it's the latter? And if that is the case, do you think we are in a bit of trouble?
There's a possibility, that it could be the first, because we've done it on the odd occasion, like with Fabinho, like with Firmino, like with Jota, where we didn't even have a clue because they kept it quiet and they did well, and then they just dropped the bomb on us and we were like, oh, that's amazing. To an extent, even Konate can maybe go in that bracket, because from when we kind of knew to when it happened was only about, a week or two, which in the transfer world is really quick these days. So you're right, it could quite easily be that. But I worry with their track record that you're also right when you say chances are it is the latter. And what the biggest worry is things like today when I did the Daily News, and obviously I spoke about Ox being in pre-season from early because he's looking to get himself fit again. I'm really happy for him, and I hope that works out. And it makes a lot of sense in trying to get himself up to speed in that way. But what that really says to me also, though, is the club are going to be dependent on him. So they're really trying to help him get fit, because he will be the option on the bench again, and it won't be a better squad. It will be a bunch of injury-prone players again, keeping the squad alive. Ox missed 20 games last season. That is ridiculous. There's only 38 games in the season, and he missed 20.
Yeah.
What we need to also know is Shaqiri's got 1 year left. Origi's got 1 year left. Ox has got 2 years left. These are injury-prone players. Kate has got 1 year left.
Yeah.
These are injury-prone players with barely any time left on their contract. How do you ask for a lot of money with a player with a small contract who's injury-prone? So what are we even going to get back in to go and do shopping? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like right now, we've driven the car off the lot. It's lost a third of its value straight away. And now we're coming back to the dealership 2 years later and we're trying to buy an upgrade. But they're like, well, you know, your car's only worth this, right? So, no, all you're going to get for your part exchange is such and such. And we're like, I can't even really afford to do this then. And then you're just seeing all your neighbours drive in and then just drive out straight away with the big boy whips. That's what it feels like right now. And we're just still there scratching our head. We might all have to drive home in the same car and just pull up on the family and be like, yeah, we just got to go with this one again. Sorry, guys. Do you know what I mean? Because if we keep Naby, if we keep Ox, and we keep Shaqiri, and we go again, I mean.
Mr. Shall I tell you what, Drift makes a good point as well. If we sell all of our deadwood this summer, who are we selling next? Mo, Sadio, Fab, Robertson, VVD, Ali. It's actually a word. I'm scared.
That's always been a worry, bro.
Yeah. What I want to ask you guys now, and I'm going to try and be as hypothetical as possible, and I know what your rebuttals are going to be before I even say this. Ox and Cater, and let's throw in for argument's sake. No, I'm just going to use those two. If Ox and Cater, they're not going to stay fit for a whole season, but let's say they were fit for 80% of the games. Do we still need to get reinforcements in those positions? And I know what you're going to say, they're going to get injured, but I'm just this particular question, I'm being very specific with it. If they stay injury-free for 80% of the games,
what would that be, about 33 games?
About 30, let's say 30 to 33 games they're fit.
Yeah. Bro, if both of them could be fit for 30 games, we wouldn't even need to replace Genie. I honestly believe Cater could replace Genie if he could stay fit for over 30 games a season. Genuinely, like trying to be as honest as possible and not get too caught up in the disappointment. If Naby Keita could stay fit for 30 to 32 games, he would replace Genie. And we all know what Ox was doing before he got that bad knee injury. He was actually contributing massively to the team. He's one of the most important players at the time he got his injury. So to answer your question, no. If they were both fit for that many games, I wouldn't be that angry at all. But that is the biggest ain't gonna happen, which is why it's hard to actually be, you know what I'm saying?
If they're both fit for 80% of it, just mate. The thing is, it's hard for me to answer this question because you know it's never gonna happen. I just kind of feel like, but all right, but for sake of argument though, Drift is right. If they're fit, they're good enough. It's not their quality. Listen, all right. So Oxlade-Chamberlain showed he was good enough to play for Liverpool when he came straight in, and he made a little name for himself for them rocket launches that he was giving Man City. Yeah. Naby Keita, from I was gonna say from his debut, showed me what he was about. I was there live. I watched the game. I was like, right, I knew he was about this life. They've got the quality. It's just that, especially with Ox as well, specifically, I would arguably say with him in particular, injuries have taken away a lot of his confidence, more so than Naby. Because with Ox, I just see a player that sometimes like will miscontrol a ball, and you're like, what? Like something so basic. Whereas with Naby, it's more like, you're playing within yourself. So I don't know. If they're both fit, I would just say, we're calm. But you know, it comes back to
what, Cal, you've got you obviously, because you've been driving for years, you might kind of like get where I'm coming. Like Matt's gonna get where I'm coming from because obviously he's driving as well. But like,
driver,
all right, Naby and Ox, do you know what it's like? Yeah,
driver,
they're like,
don't even think.
Like, they're basically, and people are probably gonna get really mad at me for this comparison. I'm not trying to say these men are like the best players ever, but it'll be like Naby's like an AMG C63, and Ox is like.
Drift, let me stop you, Drift. You're getting too techie for me. You know I'm very basic when it comes to cars, bro. All right. You're gonna have done that right down
have to
me,
just,
bro.
Do you know, just for Carl's sake, just say the brand. Just say
a brand.
BMW M series, and which is like the middle one of their. It's about a 90 grand car, brand new, with all the bits.
For those that are on them serious piece, it's middle for you.
And the AMG is a little bit more expensive, but it's the same kind of in the middle.
It's in the middle. You know what I mean?
Like
mid-range.
So you've got those two sitting in your front garden, beautiful pieces of machinery, which is what Naby and Ox are if they're fully fit. But they've both got an oil leak and a slow puncher, and you just can't figure the fucking leak out. The mechanics looked at it, they're like, I don't know where this leak is coming from. You keep thinking you fixed it, and then it happens again, and rare, and you like the front of your thing is all stained up now. There's a bare oil leak on the front. You might even have to redo your front gravel now. You're like, this is getting on my nerves. And these cars are beautiful. You know, if you can fix this oil leak, you have got the one, and you cannot find this oil leak. Eventually, the mechanic would just go, you just got to sell it, you know. You might even have to lie and be bad man and not even tell the person who's buying it.
Let's not encourage now the channels.
Let's not encourage.
No, I'm not encouraging it, but it's been done to me. It's actually been done to me. Someone tried to rewire the oil cooler, the oil pipe past the cooler. It's something you couldn't notice when you was just checking it over when you bought it, and fucked me right over, And then I had to spend bare money to fix it, right? So what I'm saying,
someone did that to me. It'd be a Jasmine Sullivan situation still.
So what I'm saying is, right now we've got Ox and Naby, we've got these two cars, and we're just having to just maybe lie to a club that their fitness is better than we think it is, to try and get a little pee and do their man dirty. We've got to do Andy Cole. Remember when he had the broken leg, or somehow the man there shanked the medical. Like, we've got to do that.
For
we've
real.
got to try and do that, because we can't keep having this oil leak on the front garden. And they look good, but we can't drive them. They look beautiful, but we can't drive them. So there's no joy in ownership if you can't use it, right? I can't keep walking past it every day and going, hey, it looks great. when man them take pictures outside my house, it looks great. I can't do nothing else. That's it. Like, I can't even start the damn thing.
True.
That,
guys,
for me, is what it feels like having Ox, Shaqiri, and Naby. It feels like we've got these animals on the bench that could just light up the thing, but we can't find the oil leak.
Fair enough. Right, guys, I'm going to read out these super chats and then open up lines to people. So, Aspect Limited said, financial landscape in football is leaving FSG behind. I'm worried we'll get left behind, but more worried our big stars will look elsewhere.
Yeah, I hear you.
Aspect Limited also goes on to say, FSG are like parents living in a mansion but can't pay the bills. They need to move out now and let some rich people run the mansion. Drifty, you're the analogy man. What's your thoughts on that analogy? I think that's a pretty good analogy.
It is, bro. It is. Like they that is literally what it is. You know what I mean? But a lot with a lot of expensive things, it isn't actually the purchase. I can go buy a Porsche Boxster right now, round about maybe like a 12 plate for about $5,000, which is very cheap for a Porsche. But you know how expensive that car is to run. Soon as the clutch goes, bang, straight away, $1,000, $2,000. I'm like, right, that's half the price I paid for the damn car. Headlights, £150 a bulb. All of a sudden, you're like, right, it wasn't even about buying this thing. It was about maintaining it. So when FSG bought Liverpool, it weren't about the purchase. It was about the maintenance. Literally. And they ain't maintained it as well as they should have. And that's what the problem is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, people, we're going to open up the phone lines. One more here. Would you have taken Sancho at Liverpool? Yes, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. 100. No doubt about it. He's pushing Mane and Salah, you know. He's pushing them. He's applying pressure to the point where they would have to be at their A game all the time. Just like how Jota's pushing them. Could you imagine that? Sancho and Jota pushing Mane and Salah to be their absolute best, and if they don't, then they come in. That's the type of squad.
I just want to pull up one thing, and again, I'm going to pull this up, but before I do, I don't want you to think I'm coming at you personally, and I want to make that extremely clear. This is not an attack against you. This is me just bringing up the comment because I want to make a comment about your comment. But please do not think this is me digging you out or anything like that. It's the last thing I'd want to do. So again, I'm going to ask people in the chat, do not jump on this comment either, because I think it's a fair comment to make, but this is one of the frustrations I have. So Umar, who's one of our long-time followers and supporters as well, said no to Sancho for 350k wages. Now, this is the frustration I have being run the way we are. As soon as we mention a player, the next thing is we have to consider their wages. Football is a moving sport. It's a moving game. The fact that we have got a policy where we don't go over a certain amount for talent in terms of a structured wage is admirable. It is. But at the same time, there has to be flexibility. And if a player comes on the market and is going to take your team to the next level, then for me, you kind of just got to do what you got to do. It's like, again, let's say, for example, there's a leak in the house. You may only want to spend £500 to fix that leak. But you know what? If the builder comes down and tells you, you know what, yeah, I can do it for £500, but it might come back in a year, or I can do it for £1,000 and you're going to be absolutely sorted. You won't have to touch it again. You're better off doing it for the £1,000. Sometimes you've got to go and spend a bit more than you kind of want to, but it will kind of guarantee you a little bit more. Because I'll be honest, if Sancho goes to Man United and God forbid they win the league or they win the Champions League next season and he's been instrumental in that happening, no one's going to turn around and say, but yeah, man's on 350k. In the same way, no one mentions Virgil van Dijk's price. Let's not forget, guys, Virgil van Dijk was 75 million. He was a transfer record for a defender at the time. Alisson, 60 odd million, was a transfer record for goalkeepers at this time. So let's not act like we haven't seen the benefits of spending big. Jota, 45 million. We saw the benefits of spending big. Fabinho, 40 odd million. We saw the benefits of spending big. Now, again, I'm not saying, sorry to cut you, man. I'm not saying we have to go and spend big every single summer. But what I don't want us to do is start penny pinching and every player that comes in, we have to debate whether the wages they're on is satisfactory to what they are. And we have to get out this mindset of, oh, we need to buy someone to back up Salah or buy someone to back up Mane. No, we need to buy someone who Mane and Salah look at the bench and think, you see, if I have 2 bad games, that might be me sitting on the bench for a few weeks, because that guy might come in and do an absolute madness. Because this season, when Mane went through his bad patch, when Firmino went through his bad patch, they looked at the bench and said, yeah, I know I'm in bad form, but you know what? He's taking me off the pitch. And they're not doing that to be spiteful, but it is what it is. They're not stupid people. Mane and Firmino aren't stupid. They look at the bench and they know what's on the bench isn't better than what they've got to offer. So, like, we need to get out this mindset.
The thing is as well, Cal, is like, as the drinker, fellow drinker, Matt will know this as well. When people bring the wages thing in, what annoys me as well so much about the wages.
Yeah,
like,
I've got something to say.
If I say to you right now, Matt, right, we're putting on a party. What's the budget for drink? We need 2 bottles of Henny. We need a bottle of Remy. Let's get a Champs. Let's get some Magnums and Dragons and put them in the cooler. We got to work out, blah, blah, blah. Say it come to £300. That's how much we're looking to spend.
Yeah, and
at no point during that, right?
Yeah.
Are we going to add how much money we need to spend on orange juice, lemonade, Coke, and all the chasers? Because it's fucking obvious we need that. That ain't the budget. We're not even thinking about that because you just go and get that as well, innit? We're just making an alcohol budget and then you buy all that other stuff because it's necessary. Wages is the chaser. Get the player and just worry about how much it costs to get the player. Why are we always the one who's including the price for the chaser in the budget? There's always the way we do that. It jars the fuck out of me, bro.
Do you know what it is? And even to even make it even more simple than that, do you man like McDonald's? I'm guessing you do, yeah? You like McDonald's. It's just a normal McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Do you prefer TGIs to McDonald's? Do you guys prefer TGIs to McDonald's?
Personally, I think it depends on mood I'm in, but yeah.
No, what about Shard then? Do you like Shard's food?
I only been to the Shard once still.
But did you like their food? I'm just saying.
I ain't going there regular, bro.
No, but I'm just saying. No, but there's a reason to my method. Do you like it? You like it, right?
The food.
Yeah, all right, cool. The whole point is this, yeah? In life, normally, I'd say 80% of the time, you get what you pay for. So you see Jadon Sancho is £73 million, yeah? And we went and bought, for example, a Minamino. Minamino is McDonald's. Jadon Sancho is like Shard TGI. More times than not, when you pay that premium, that price, you get what you pay for. Bro, Virgil van Dijk was 75 mil. What is he regarded as? The best defender in world football. Was it one of our other centre-backs that have ever been considered one of the best in world football over the years that Liverpool paid for? Dejan Lovren, Sakho, Klavan, all of these players. Some of them you can get. It's like, for example, I use Cal's, like one of Cal's things, yeah? Cal likes some Morleys, innit? There's nothing wrong with Morleys. I like Morleys as well. I prefer Morleys to KFC. But there's only a couple of Morleys you're gonna find. Do you get what I'm trying to say, bro? Like, you get what you pay for in life. For example, if something broke in your house, yeah, I don't know, say a TV broke, are you gonna go and buy a second-hand TV that potentially you may think, do you know what? Value for money, yeah, it might work, it might not. It's refurbished, I'll take a chance. Or you might think, do you know what, though? Maybe I should just buy a new one because, do you know what? Long term, I feel a bit more assured that because it's brand new, more times than not, it should last longer. You get what you pay for.
And it will come with a longer guarantee as well.
And exactly. And the thing is with FSG, bro, I just feel like it's a thing where they ask so much to find these bargains. Like, let's be real. It sounds crazy, but Jota was still kind of a bargain. One, we got him on this payment plan. And two, as good as Jota is, you could have maybe got somebody else who's at a higher level and cost more. But we said, you know what? We're going to try this little bargain here and see if it works. And it's worked. And it's worked quite a few times. But it hasn't worked all the time.
Plus, we got 10 mil for Hover, bro, as well.
Yeah, it doesn't work all the time. You just have to, you know what I mean?
Sorry to cut you. I'm going to read out these super chats and then we are actually going to bring in our first caller. 1975 Jamrock says, I keep telling you guys, Klopp likes a small squad and he prefers to find a solution from within. He asks key players to buy in and their reward is game time. Is that him wanting to do that or him having to do that? That would be my question back to United 75 Jamrock. Umar, just again coming back, said fair point, Cal, but shouldn't wages be performance based as well? The Liverpool model. Yes and no, because again, I'm going to look at it like a job. If someone said to me, Cal, your salary is going to be 30k, but you could make a 20k bonus, or someone says to me, Cal, you're going to make 45k, but there's no bonus. One, I could make 50, the other one, I could make 45. But you know what? If they're both the same, I'm probably going to take the 45 because it's a guarantee for my family. I've got to think about my family. So again,
the 30 grand is a better job, though. Much better job. You'll have more fun.
I still got to think about my future. I have to take it into consideration. I've got to think about my missus, my mortgage, my little one. Like, I've got to think about all this.
Ask Sanchez what it felt like when he felt like he was somewhere he didn't want to be, though, bro.
No, I hear that. So again, but this is what I'm saying. A lot of people are going to take the guarantee as opposed to the performance structure. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people are going to take it. Mickey Styles says Drifty is the analogy king. How do you budget for Chaser? I don't know.
You don't budget for Chaser, you just cop it. Whatever extra it costs when you get there.
No pun intended.
Listen, I just 1975 Jamrock says it's not FSG. Klopp wants to use Oxford 10 because he's got no one else. 1975 Jamrock.
Yeah, this whole thing of again, like, and I hear it like.
Sorry, Matt. Let me get through the super chats.
Go on.
Aspect Limited says to make sell to buy model work, we either have to have a conveyor belt of top talent coming through the academy, or have to sell one big star every 2 to 3 years, then use that money to unearth gems. It's a joke. 1975 Jamrock also says would love to have a different football voice included that can challenge Klopp Edwards thinking. The wages are an issue because of club harmony.
I get the club harmony thing, but I guess we just give everyone more and then we just give them what they deserve, isn't it?
Well, 100%. All right. So if we're going to talk about really quickly, if we're going to talk about sort of players getting incentivized, then we really shouldn't be moaning then, should we? Because let's say, for example, we win the Champions League and the players all get an extra 10%. That Champions League winning should cover that, so we should still be fine, no? So there should be surely there shouldn't be a summer where we go, "Rah, they've won the league and the Champions League. You know, we can't afford to buy any players because of the salary." But surely isn't that what the winnings is for? In the same way, when I used to work in a phone shop, I used to get commission because I'd sell a phone, so that would cover my commission, right?
Again, supposed to, but again, you don't know where this money. I don't know where the money's going to be honest. Like again, we won things and. Harvey Elliott and Brandenburg in it.
Nisa Pongi says, "Hey lads, bro, FSG a tight ass. It's like when you stuck in long traffic and when you go forward every time and stop every time you put the car in park and turn off to save gas. Big up. My car automatically does that. To be fair, still."
You know what that does long term, bro? You think you're saving gas, but really what you're doing is you're destroying the starter motor. So even though you think
my car just does it automatically, still.
No, but you can switch it on and off, though, G.
Now you said that, I might have to look into it.
But it's true, though, isn't it? Imagine, look how many times your starter motor gets used.
It will wear itself down, but I get it. Yeah.
So in the long term, your starter motor is going to have to be changed so much more frequently than before. Yeah. Does it really help? Like, does it?
1975 Jamrock says Edwards did a valuation on players and communicated to the owners what they are valued, and those values are on a balance sheet. Model is wedded. Maybe, but sometimes you got to change your model a little bit. That goes for Edwards and FSG. ZZ says this is all a bit knee-jerk, to be honest. FSG are doing a grand job. We're saving up for the next generational talent. Remember, eyes emoji, tongue very much in cheek there, ZZ. And Aldrin says Alaba got 400k at Real Madrid. How much would VVD get? Probably around the same. To be honest.
Here's the one thing we got to realize: if Mo, if Van Dijk, God forbid, any of these players walked away from Liverpool and we found out it was wages, a la pretty much what happened with Genie to a degree. I wonder how many people will say they understand the wage structure then. Because if Mo or Van Dijk walks away because we won't pay them more in wages, I don't think anybody's going to be like, well, I get it, because it is a lot of money. Ain't no one going to understand that.
Right, let's bring on the first caller. Familiar face on the channel. Conroy, can you hear us, bro?
Yeah, mate. You hear me okay, guys?
Hey, yes, brother. How you doing?
Bro?
Good, mate. So I'm not feeling too well this week, so I was like, I thought I'll come on tonight, though. So I was on the Thursday, but I'm clean-shaven as well. I look about 10, but I never clean-shave. But I was like, I'm not feeling too well, so there's no point staying on top of it.
I myself, bro, so get well, man.
Yeah, no, you too, guys. It was just I've got a quick one, guys. I usually so organised, but I just wanted to ask you. I was going to ask you transfer stuff, but there'll be loads in that, so I'll just go with this. See, the Euros this year, obviously we all like the tactical side of things. I wanted to ask all your opinion on, so not every game, but I've watched about, say, 4 games when a bigger team has played a lower team, and the lower team's either played a 3 at the back or they've a 4-3, whatever you want, right? But they've actually, it's not been 10 men behind the ball. They've at points they've sat back, but then other points have been brave. Like at Austria against Italy, I still think Austria never got enough credit for their approach in that game. Like they took times to be brave on the ball. Scotland against England's probably like they were brave on the ball at times. Obviously Switzerland's probably the iconic one. I thought Switzerland were really brave on the ball and properly hurt France. I wanted to ask you guys, do you think that's just an anomaly this year, because usually like a team has to sit 10 men behind the ball against a team like a France or that, or do you think it's because football's evolving in a way now where the tactics are that good that they can see that, right, we can sit back for 5 minutes, but we notice there's weaknesses in France's game, so what to do is after 5 minutes we'll be brave on the ball, and then when there's an opening we'll press them for 5 minutes as well? Or do you think that's just an anomaly this year? That's all I wanted to ask, because I found that very interesting, because as I say, I feel like Switzerland played as good as France or up there. Austria, I thought, obviously Italy were better, but they passed the ball very well and they were brave. Scotland at Wembley, Hungary against France and Germany, like they were brave when they got the chances. So I just wanted to ask your opinion on that, guy, because it was not a snatch and grab, by far from it. So I just wanted to see if it was just me or if other people thought that as well. So that was my only question, guys. And regarding the transfer stuff, yeah, I'm not surprised what's happened the last couple of days. I think I agree with Cal, is just wait to see what happens, because I hate transfers where everyone hears about it. So we'll see. I've been liking Leicester's transfers recently. I think Leicester's been getting their business done quite efficiently. And that left back, Bertrand, I might be wrong, and this might come back to crucify me, but I feel like they had Castagna playing there, but I actually left-footed left back instead of Luke Thomas. That'll really help them as well. So yeah, I always like watching, because I think Leicester are quite efficient. Like they just get the stuff done. That's what I'd like Liverpool to be. I'm hoping in the background they're just getting the stuff done, and it's not in the media every day. So that's my opinion on that.
Yeah, great shout, bro.
Very true.
All right, cheers, guys. All right,
make sure you go and check out Conroy's channel. Conroy Talks, people. Make sure you go and support him. Great.
Cheers, guys.
Great
all right, see you soon, guys. All right. Cheers, guys. You take care. Take care, guys. Bye.
Yeah, to Conroy's point, bro. You know what I think it is? I think, as you said, they're being brave because they just don't have anything to lose, and they're not being afraid to lose. Do you get what I mean? Like, I think the smaller teams are just thinking, fuck it. Allow all to sit back and don't get involved. They're just thinking, let's have fun, let's do our thing, and let's seize the day. Do you know what I mean? Carpe diem and all that, bro.
I can't read out this comment, but it's hilarious. Shout out to the Mitchell brothers. I can't read it out for obvious reasons, but it's absolutely hilarious. A couple more shout outs. Got a shout out to Chris Bratt from the LFC Day Trippers. Make sure you check LFC Day Trippers out. Also, I saw Dave's LFC chats in here earlier as well. Make sure you go and check him out as well. Also, on to what Conroy said, Leicester are growing their depth pretty nicely around the park. I do think one of their right backs will go there, because they'll have 3 right backs now. They've got Bertrand. They'll have Thomas and Bertrand for left back, Castagna, Pereira, and James Justin for right back. Unless they keep all 5 and one of them rotates between the 2, I don't think they'll keep all 5. So, but again, got good depth in those positions.
Remember though, because Brendan will often go to a back 3. He can use maybe a Pereira or one of those guys that's like a left side, a right side or left side is centre back in 3 Do you get what I mean? So, like, I think you might keep him around, bro. Brendan's wanted Bertrand from since he was Liverpool, man.
Yeah. It's a good move on a free as well.
I wanted him to be our backup, bro.
Yeah, we did
You
last
said that.
season.
What, Bertrand? You said that from time about Bertrand. I remember.
Would have been a
For
better
about
backup
2
than
years.
Silica.
I'm not
telling
gonna lie.
you.
You said that. Drift said that. In fact, no, Drift. You probably said that for about 3 years.
Yeah,
You've always been on my man's wave. I rate him. Back left back Bertrand, 100%.
quality. Aspect Limited said the funny thing is I'm not even asking for 80 to 100 million pounds players. I don't think we're in the market for 50 to 60 million pound players. Could be. We'll have to
That's
see.
what I've said to me, bro. I think he's right.
Let me say.
Shout out to Ryan LFC TV. Sorry. Shout out to Ryan LFC as well. Make sure you support Ryan LFC as well.
100. Let me say this quickly, yeah. I just thought about this now. I love John Matip. I think John Matip is sensational when he plays, but the problem is he's not fit, right? So when it comes to availability is like 90. It's like 100% in football, basically. Because if you can't play, you can't do anything, right? If Liverpool were like a Man City and they thought to themselves, you know, we love this guy, but he can't stay fit, they probably might have sold him, right? Do you know what I think we should have done? And people might hate me for it, but if this is us being serious, you let John Matip go, and it's only because of injuries, because I think John Matip is sensational, and we should be the club that's trying to buy Varane. And you bring in Varane for Matip, and you obviously got Konate, you got Virgil, you got Gomez.
We've been saying
that's what we should be doing. We should have been doing that, and it should have been Gini Wijnaldum. You give him the 165,000 that he's now getting at PSG. You give him that, and you say, "Listen, Naby, Ox, we like you. We wanted you to do well, but it hasn't worked for either of you. You go and bring in a couple of two bad man. I'm talking. You go in and
and someone else.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be real. Go and get Verratti. Go and get Verratti and go and get someone else. Like I'm just saying that. I'm just putting names out there, but go and do something where it's like you're either upgrading or you're getting
level
to that
paring.
Yeah, you're level paring. And I don't even say we're upgrading because Verratti has done way more than Ox and Naby. Like he has. That's just, you know what I'm saying? And some people are saying, and I don't even want to dig out people, but Varane's a big waste of money. Okay. Varane has won the Champions League how many times? Varane has won La Liga. Some people can say, he's being babysitted by Sergio Ramos. Fair enough. But I still think Varane is better than every single one of our centre-backs, bar VVD. Some people can say Matic might be better defensively, but Matic can't stay fit. Matic can't even put a season together. I don't think there's ever been a season where Matic has played 38 games. At least Varane can do that. People are saying Varane's overrated. Varane didn't have the best tournament. And again, these are probably these football fashion people that think because Varane... Bro, I'm just saying, innit?
Let's bring in our next caller. He was very animated while we were saying some certain things there, Matt. Familiar. Why, John? Smile, bro. Smile.
Why? Why?
I can't smile because you know what? I've been waiting for this type of episode for so long because I've been holding on to this frustration ever since probably we won the Premier League. It's raw. It's raw. But I'm gonna dive in right now. Yeah. So the thing is this year, what we're seeing right now is the effects of us not strengthening from a position of power when we won the Champions League and when we won the Premier League. And now the cracks are starting to show. They're starting to show 100%. We should have got rid of Ox and Naby the minute we won the Champions League. And it might sound ruthless, but in football, you got to be ruthless.
I don't think you can say that about Naby. Not Naby, though, because that would have only been Naby's first season.
That would be first season, innit?
All right, cool. I'll allow Naby in the following season, but especially Ox, because even the following season when we won the league, how many games did Ox play? How many games did Shaq play? In my opinion, I think Harry Wilson should have been a replacement for Shaq. Because the thing is, even when we speak about Harry Wilson and these type of players here, yeah, his situation should have been sorted out long time ago, like 2 years ago. From the minute he came back from that loan from Derby, that should have been sorted out time ago. We should have got maybe 20 odd million. That should have been sorted out time ago. We didn't. We won all we won, and then we didn't strengthen. We bought Adrian, we bought Sepp Vandenberg, and Harvey Elliott. That's not good enough. What intent are we showing to us? What intent are FSG showing to our fans? And we're starting to pay a heavy price. And now the thing is, what's even scaring me is the fact that we've been told that contracts were going to be handed out to Alisson, Fabinho, VVD, and Mo Salah. We haven't heard any news about that at all. It's been ghost. And on top of that, we're expecting to sign and build our squad depth and sell fringe players on top of that. Or FSG going to be willing to do that? 100% they're not. And they've never shown that they're going to put their own money and invest in the team where need be. And I'm telling you right now, come this season, for me, I do not think we're going to sign any other player apart from Konate, and that's just my opinion. And we're going to pay a heavy price for it. And that's just. I mean, there's a lot more I could say, but yeah, I'm not liking it in the direction the club is going. And this is not me panicking. This is me. The thing is, the club, they prove me right all the time, good or bad. They prove me right all the time. Because the minute we won these trophies, I said to myself, all right, cool. This is the best time to get the best players at this possible time, whether it be Mbappe, whether it be Haaland. And the crazy thing about Haaland is the fact that this is the guy who played against us. He scored, and then we chose Minamino. There was other players.
That we can't blame FSG for that, because remember, Man United tried to get him. We did actually inquire, but he wanted to go Dortmund because he knew he's guaranteed first team football.
I know, but the thing is, I feel as though we gave up too easily. And the thing is, it was very clear that season. I think when we won the Premier League, Firmino's goals were starting to dry up. He only got 10 goals, and those 10 goals were away goals. They weren't from Anfield or anything like that. It was clear as day that we needed it.
Let's not bash Firmino.
I know he's your guy. I know he's your guy. But it was clear as day. Even from then, we needed a striker. I've never seen a player twerk in front of Liverpool that as much as Werner did. He clearly made it clear that he wanted to sign for Liverpool. We twiddled our thumbs. 50 odd million. What did Chelsea do? They swiped him from us like they did all those years ago when we wanted Damien Duff back in the day, and we twiddled our thumbs. And what happened again? All of these patterns date back from years ago, from when the Moors owned Liverpool.
Yeah,
when we could have signed maybe Simao Sambrosa, when we could have signed David Silva, when we could have signed David Villa back in the day. This pattern has been there for a long time, and now it's starting to get even worse. The way I'm seeing where the club is going, because I mean, let's have signed Patson Daka. I know Patson Daka maybe is not all that to everyone else, but it's a signing. It's clear as day we need a striker. His numbers don't lie.
I'm alright not getting Daka, but I hear where you're coming from.
I'm cool. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, though. No, I understand where you come from. Man. Don't get
the lack of activity right now. I'm not one to look at other clubs and see what they're doing, but okay, it's kind of hard. You got to be well gone with the league, innit? But judging from the activity that clubs are doing right now, I cannot lie to you. We are starting to fall slowly down the pecking order. Because for me, for Man U to sign Jadon Sancho and possibly sign Varane, that's a big statement. Plus, on top of the players that they already have,
that's Man U getting back to old Man U, innit? Where they
telling you 100%.
Boss up the thing. It is. You've got to be honest.
100%. And
and
the fact, our old manager Rafa, he's at Everton, where now he has probably in his manager career, he has, quite a few.
He's got money. He's got more money than us. He's got more money than us. I'll say that.
You know what I'm saying? So
Rafa can shop without worrying about budget.
There you go. So that's something to be worried about, in my opinion. I mean, I know Everton. I mean, we're all quick to say that Everton, they're not going to win trophies, but I'm telling you right now, they have intent and they know what they want. And now that they have spending power and they have a top quality manager on top of that, bro, I have every right as a Liverpool fan to be concerned of the direction we're going because I'm not liking where it's going. And I hate to say it, but it's starting to look like we're kind of heading down that Arsenal route in terms of, letting players run down their contracts like we did with Genie. And in contracts, how are our most valuable players they're in their last 2 years of their contract and that hasn't been sorted out? How?
Don't know.
How?
Why, John? Well, John, we're gonna have to bring someone else in, but
I just have to get
everything you said. No, everything you said, I can't really disagree with.
And I can be
can't disagree with.
Yo, real quick though, big up you guys for obviously doing them for the merch and that because I've been screaming that, so I'm gonna definitely buy that still. So yeah, you carry on.
Bless up, bro.
Yeah.
Bless up, bro.
I appreciate it, man. You take care, bro.
Take care, guys.
Just quickly before you bring in the new guy, you see Werner? I reckon he's doing that like the one that got a waiting and he's in mourning. I think not coming to Liverpool's why his career's just completely gone to shit. I just deeped it. I thought about it. If you end up marrying the girl you didn't want, you're not going to be as happy, are you?
But what? Do you know what I was saying to that person? Don't get married.
Yeah.
Why would you marry? But but you know what?
Because some people go through life to say, I have to get married. I have to get married.
I hear you, but in Werner's case, Werner was chasing the bag. So he was like, if I'm not going to Liverpool, I'll go and get paid. I'm going to London. Big mistake. I don't think it's that. I think Werner needed, it's hindsight now, Werner probably needs to go to like dare I say it, a Dortmund, a ball out in Dortmund, then come to the Prem.
No, Matt, you said it yourself. You have absolutely no idea how that Timo, you watched the
live. I don't know.
This Timo now. Bro. What else can it be apart from heartbreak? Heartbreak fucks you up.
But you got to get over it. You're getting 250.
Some people never get over heartache. You see them man there that still think about the one that got away, bro.
Torres, no. Actually, no. But did Torres get... No, Torres kind of did still. Yeah, he kind of did. Still. He went and done his thing.
Yeah, Torres did a Matt Hancock, but we say no more on that. Troy M said, think about it. If we didn't sell Coutinho because he forced us, we don't buy VVD, Alisson. If we had Coutinho and we didn't buy them, we don't win the Prem. Champions League back to sell model has been more lucky than intelligent, in my opinion.
Insane.
You know, there's a lot of truth in what Troy's saying there still.
Yeah, man, we know.
But at the same time, the owners and the club maximized on a player who didn't want to be at the club anymore, and they reinvested that very, very well. So there's two ends to that one, in my opinion. If he didn't want to leave and we forced him out, then there's a conversation we had. But he was going. He went out. D-Dub says,
but you know, how many times are you going to find a player that you can maximize on? That's what the problem is.
Well, this is the problem, yeah.
That can't be right.
Much respect to Kop-Ish Kings. This from D-Buds. What do you think of Ryan Gravenberch? I think we're all fans on here, aren't we, boys?
Yeah, Gravenberch is the truth. Different baller. Different. He's different.
All right, I'm going to bring our next call in now. Chris M. Chris, can you hear us, bro?
Ooh. Yep, I can hear you guys.
How you doing, bro?
What's going on, Chris?
Yeah, I'm good, man. No, it's just I had to bring my face on because this is a serious chat, innit? FSG, yeah. I think I told you guys this months ago, yeah. If we didn't sell Matip, if Matip didn't get injured, no one was gonna come in. These guys are reactionary FC. I'm sorry. I know people don't want to hear it. The FSG inners, I know you've got your reasons, but these guys are reactionary FC. If, like you said, if Coutinho didn't want to leave, we wouldn't have got Alisson and Van Dijk. That's a guarantee. Maybe one of them, but not both of them. And I feel like this particular transfer, it really brainwashed a lot of people. You know, I just preyed it because it bought FSG at least 10 years of loyalty. No matter what they do, FSG inners will always back these guys because they won us the Premier League. They won us the Champions League. This particular transfer bought them years. And now we all fell victim to it. Let's be real. We all fell victim to it. When we won that league, we were all gassed. No one was thinking about, no one in particular was thinking about, we need this transfer, we need that transfer. Maybe we needed
I'll be honest.
but a lot of
FSG out for a while still.
Yeah, a lot of fans were saying, was solid for at least another season. But that mentality was wrong, wasn't it? It was wrong because we always need to improve from a position of strength. And like that, it's just annoying. It's just annoying because I feel like FSG always they have to be forced to do something. They need to be convinced to do something. And I feel like that Thiago deal last year, it took too long, in my opinion. Like, why did it take so long? What were the negotiations for? Did we lower down the price? I don't think we did. So what was going on there? My conclusion is it was Jurgen Klopp. He was the difference. I feel like Jurgen Klopp pushed for the Thiago signing. A 29-year-old wasn't in our model. He had to force that signing in. And that's one of the first signings I feel like he really had to pull through the door because FSG was not going to bring maybe Jota, not Thiago. So I just feel like guys, I know FSG has done a lot of good here, but I feel like the praise we give them, the FSG inners, is all the way up here. FSG outers all the way down here. And I know I can't judge what's going to happen this transfer window. I know that. I know someone might come in the end, and then we're all like, yeah, okay, they did the business in the end. But right now, we can only judge on what they've done in the past. And I feel like every single time we haven't had anyone to sell, they just said, no, we're good for another window. And if we had people to sell, like the Harry Wilsons, etc., they didn't sell because they didn't get the money they wanted from these guys. And I just feel like that sort of mentality is wrong. They always want to maximize their profits. They want to minimize the risk in whatever they do, and it's just wrong. And I feel like with success, it brings you it brings you good stuff, doesn't it? It gives you the commercial success. It gives you this. It all should be relative. If we're successful, we should have money to spend, and it feels like we're always on this tightrope where we're always consistently spending the same amount of money, no matter what. Unless we sell someone big, we're not spending big. It's as simple as that. That's what we've learned from the past, and I feel like people should realize that these Mbappes, it's not happening unless we sell the majority of our first team players, and we don't want to do that because we want to increase our depth. We want to improve the squad, and this isn't going to happen by just selling our deadwood. I'm sorry, guys, it's not going to happen because we know we need to improve that top. We need that striker. We need that killer. And we know those aren't in demand. Like, there are not a lot of them out there right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The Henny's running out of stock, bro.
Exactly. We don't want to sell anyone anymore. People are realizing fast now. We don't want to sell anyone now. So what's FSG going to do now that they don't have a shiny Coutinho to sell? What are they going to do? Barcelona ain't coming in for 140 mil for Salah this season. No, it's not happening. It's just not.
This is where we find out. This is something we find out. But Chris,
let me say one more thing because I was for it. This was my main thing for really calling in. Where's our ambition gone really? Because 10 years ago we wanted to really come back to the top. We really wanted to stay at the top. We wanted to be the Liverpool that we heard of when growing up. We didn't want to be laughed at school with the Man United guys saying, we got our back to back. What are you guys doing? Oh yeah, we're losing the League Cup to Chelsea. No, man, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And now we've finally reached the peak. Now FSGNers are fine with getting a Premier League once every 5 years. We're Liverpool, bro. We're just Liverpool. That's all I came here to say, bro.
Nah, it's real, bro.
Bro.
It's real.
Boys, man.
Great points, bro. Chris,
one more thing, guys. I'm sorry, guys. For PPT. One more thing. Here's a question to all of you guys. Do you want to get success now when you know you can get it now? Or are you going to keep saying, the next summer is going to be the big one. The next summer is going to be the big one. Because here and now, guys, we've got a squad that can really compete. And if we're going to squander it, then we're going to be waiting another 30 years. It's as simple as that. That's what I'm say.
You know what? Fact.
That question wasn't aimed at us because we all agree with you. I think that's
Of course, I'm just saying that to everyone.
Yeah. Fact, bro.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Come on, guys.
No, thank you, bro. Great point.
No worries, man. So
Great, Chris. Appreciate it, bro.
Troy M says, the point we needed both, even if Coutinho stayed to take the next step for success, but we wouldn't have brought them without him leaving. That's the problem. That's very true. And then Aspect Limited says, when are you releasing Matt's, dare I say it, range in the merch? Maybe we might have to put that on sale. Maybe we
You
might
never
just have
know.
to put that on
Listen,
sale.
before we move on to the next caller, you see Chris here, for me,
Yeah,
bro,
facts all over the
everything he
place.
said was dropping fact. This was Chris to FSG right now.
Send me a message like location. I'm gonna come. Whatever you want, doesn't matter. Ireland, New York, Brooklyn, or Moscow, doesn't matter. Tell me where.
Chris
Doesn't
was
matter.
challenging, man.
Russia,
Bro.
Brooklyn.
This is what I was.
Matt,
This is what I was trying to say.
Do you remember when it got embarrassing that we had to admit it without letting people know we're admitting it? When people were like, "Why are you Liverpool fans always the? Hey, watch next season. Watch next season." And we used to get proper vexed about it. But you know when we had to take a step back and be like, "Bro, that really is what we do."
We
We're
were.
always the guys
We
who
were
go,
them.
"Hey, watch
Yeah.
next season. Watch
Bro.
next season." Do you know what Chris was just saying is so true that it's like our DNA is to be the club that always goes, watch next season.
Well, put it this way. Put it
Yeah.
this way, Drift. In 2019, we got hashtag Mbappe 2020. In 2020, we got hashtag Mbappe 2021. And now we're getting hashtag Mbappe 2022.
Yeah. It's actually embarrassing.
The only thing I can say with the Mbappe thing is that it's only just come to light that apparently he's not signing a new deal. He's refusing to, as things stand right now. He said he doesn't want to stay at PSG other than he'll play obviously this year coming, and he wants to leave on a free. But you're gonna hear the joke. You know he's going to Real Madrid.
If he leaves on a free, we have zero chance.
No.
We have zero chance.
I'll tell you this, and people need to get on board. If Mbappe sticks to his word and doesn't sign a new deal, and he's not sold this season, because I don't think anyone's going to come in from knowing that they can get him on a free. If he is in 2022 a free agent and Liverpool if I don't even see an article that says Liverpool talking to Mbappe, I'm gonna be real. Every man on Twitter, every man on whatever platform you're on, that has to be an FSG outing. And that sounds kind of crazy, but the reason I'm saying this is this, yeah.
He's available on a free. We've got zero chance.
No, but do you know what it is? If a player of that magnitude is on a free, and you're telling me that over the years we were one of the modest spenders, yeah, and there's a player of his generation on a free, and we can't even attempt to get him, because there's one thing attempting, and another team comes and goes, oh, I don't know, we're going to give him 700,000 a week. I'm just giving an example. It's like, okay, you tried, but if you don't even try, that says to me the ambition was never there. So all this talk about Liverpool, I don't want to overspend in a pandemic because they're waiting and they want to be very considerate and they want to wait for the right time for a generational talent to come along, all this stuff. But we've already seen it to a degree with Sancho. Mbappe's kind of declared that he's going to give PSG one more year. It's now over to you, FSG. That's all I'm going to say. The ball's in their court. Bro, I'll be real. If Mbappe is on the market for free and we don't even see a smidgen of Liverpool's name, I'm sorry. Do you still want FSG as your owners? Like, I'm just being real. And that's for the FSG in guys that are fully in. Like, fully. Like,
if Mbappe's in the free, yeah, I want to see my club moving like Bill Clinton. Straight.
Oh. Oh.
What? Bill Clinton?
Nah, I don't care. Do what it takes to get it done. I don't care. Do what it takes to get it done.
You don't want Mbappe doing a Monica Lewinsky.
I don't care.
No,
I want my club moving mad. I want my club.
No, I want my club moving. Nah, do you know?
Not mad like that, though, Jeff.
I won't say Bill Clinton. I'll just say
do what you need to do, bro.
Just stop. Nah, I say it. I don't like the brother, but you might as well do a Matt Hancock. You might as well do a Matt Hancock, innit? Because obviously,
because Bill Clinton's actually a lot more classy. But he just moved mad for a minute. You know what? We're a classy club. I want us to move mad for a minute. Do what it takes. Get it done.
No, but the whole point is, this is where you got the analogy wrong, bro. If you're talking about Mbappe, would you not want to get him at all costs? You don't really care. What? You see Matt Hancock, yeah? He got caught. I don't even want to say it too much because we might get done off the thing. But Matt Hancock just done his thing, yeah? Yeah, he done his thing. He didn't care. He just didn't care, bro. We're Liverpool. We should be talking to Mbappe from now. If things get released that, we spoke to my man in September, who gives a damn? What, we were exposed. Okay. As long as we get the player, I don't care, bro.
But that's what I'm saying, bruv. Use whatever guy you
Allow
want.
the classy thing. Let's just get the brother.
Use whatever guy you want, bruv. Like, I want to be walking down. I want the man there to be walking down Blackpool or walking down South Beach or whatever beach they want. Get nabbed and stand up there and be like, I did not have. I don't care, bruv. I want my club moving mad to get him back.
Just for this one time, this one player.
If he's on a free, I want my club moving mad. I don't even care what they do. I don't care.
Right, let's get in the next caller, guys. Let's get in the next caller.
Let's talk about that.
Jamal, welcome to the show. You're on mute, bro. Jamal.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, what's going on,
Just about, bro. Just about.
Yeah. Are you guys good?
Yeah, not too
bad.
Good, man. Good.
Bless, bro. Yeah, bless, bro.
Yes. Well, my two questions is, and I think Drifty and Carl already answered, but Matt, I didn't get your answer on this because I think that's when he was out. The whole England thing. Do you guys feel like how you guys feel for Liverpool? Do you guys feel that for England? Because I'm watching the stadium Wembley. I see how it erupt. I see how like every English guy, every English person right now is saying it's coming home and everybody is together. So I just want to know if you guys feel the same way supporting England like you feel for Liverpool. And yeah, my next question is, Carl, you see you want a clinical striker, but if Haaland, Kane, and Lewandowski, take out them three, who is really clinical in 2021? So yeah, that's my second answer. What striker you would take?
I think I said this, didn't I? I don't. Was it a members video? I said that.
Yeah, because you always say you want a clinical striker, but bro, Benzema, Lewandowski, Kane, and Erling, I can't think of anyone else. So yeah, man. So that's my two questions for you guys.
Enough love, bro. We're gonna chop
Big
that
up, bro.
Big up, my bro. Big up. Bless Jamal.
Peace, guys. Peace.
Take easy, bro.
In
you
terms
now
of
see why I want a Haaland. Jamal just said it.
It is true.
I hear you.
But actually, no, Ronaldo, but obviously that's like he's clinical, but obviously he's old now. Messi's clinical, but obviously that's
Lewandowski's clinical.
Lukaku. Yeah, Lukaku is pretty clinical, actually, to be fair.
Do you know, people can think I'm mad. I still think a confident Mbappe is. He's just not.
He's not.
He wasn't confident.
He's not clinical, bro.
He's not clinical. Bro, if he's clinical, he's marketing. Listen.
He's not clinical,
bro. He's not
As for the England thing, no, I don't get it.
If you man don't think Mbappe is clinical, then boy.
The only international team that I've ever been gassed for to the point where like my feelings were hurt was Brazil. And I know that sounds stupid when I don't have anything to do with Brazil. Actually, my grandma on my mum's side, the third cousin, is Brazilian. So like I have some kind of like, it's in my blood somewhere. But when it comes to England, what my problem mainly is just that, and Rio Ferdinand even said it, there's a rivalry within England that's so strong that you do find it a bit hard to back players who you've hated all year. And then all of a sudden now you got to turn from that hate to that love. And obviously it's football hate. You don't hate them as a person or anything like that, but it's that rivalry, innit? And I think that's what I struggle with. And don't get me wrong, I proper celebrated that Harry Kane goal when England went 2-0 up against Germany because I was in and I do want them to do well. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'll never love anything outside of my family like I love Liverpool. It's just that straight. Like when it comes to loved ones, that's the love. Girlfriend, mum, dad, nanny, granddad, all that. That's obviously that's a different type of love anyway, but that's that love there. But then when you take that away from it, Liverpool's my next biggest passion. So I'm never going to love anything the way I love Liverpool. And England or any international football is never going to make me feel like that, ever.
To answer it in short, I've gone into it quite a few times. The England thing, it's a bit deeper than just football. I think a lot's happened with the England stuff. Like the treatment of Sterling, the booing of taking a knee, politics in and around the country with just selections and things like that.
It's everything, bro.
For me, I find it hard to sit there and support England. Not saying I'm not happy for some of the players. Like when they won against Germany, I was actually happy for Sterling, happy for Kane, obviously happy for Henderson. He's a Liverpool boy. But to say, I wouldn't sit here and say I'm an England supporter. I don't sit there and watch them and think I hope they get smoked, but I don't sit there either and think I need England to win. I just don't have that passion for England.
For me, yeah, I don't want to go too deep into it. It runs deep for me because it's more for me. I'm gonna go deeper, but for me, it's about heritage, innit? Like I just have to keep it 100. Like the stuff that's happened as well over in this country, there's that separation. So when I think of, for me personally, Jamaica and Guyana, that's my home, that's my nation, even though obviously I was born here, but there's so many things as to why I want England to do well in it, because I'm here. I'm on a platform. Like, you know, it's the UK, it's England. But for me, I don't have that kind of that bond. I've never had. Like I've never had that. And there's so many things within this country that's even made me probably feel like that as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's so many things. Like it's so mad that I'll give you an example, people. Black Lives Matter only became a thing in 2020. Why wasn't it a thing from when man was walking earth? Why is it only 2020? You get what I'm trying to say, people? Like there's so many things. I won't go into it now because it's long. Even the whole knee thing, like there's just so many things.
We can't go into that.
Yeah, it's just a mad thing. But yeah, man, look, Jamaica and Guyana is my roots, and I will always support England in a sense of I want England to do well in it. I want them to do well, but I just can't relate to England like how I can relate to Jamaica and Guyana, innit?
You know what?
That's just me being real.
I don't want to go off on a tangent, but what is really funny about what you were saying there is, it is kind of mad that England has done that to us, or done it to the black man, or whatever, whichever way you want to look at it. Because if you look at like America,
it's not just black though. Even you look at how Asians are treated over here.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
don't have that emotional connection. Yeah.
If you look at anybody who's non-white, who's French, or anyone who's non-white, who's American, or there's loads of countries I can think of, they don't have like that feeling of not wanting to support the country like England, like non-white people do in England. It's so mad, isn't it? Like I know obviously England's responsible for a lot of what is happened. Maybe that's what it is when you really deep in the British Empire and all that. But it is kind of mad that when you see a black French person, he might get mad racism, but he still loves being French, and he will big up the fact that he's French. And it's so mad that, like, as I said, like black English people will be like, yeah, but I don't know if I can go. Like, it is a mad deep. It's mad. It's mad.
Just quickly before we move on as well, he's a prime example. Yeah, Raheem Sterling was born in Jamaica. Yeah, he came over to England from, I think, when he was about 13, 14, if I'm not mistaken. Went school over here, everything. Yeah. I've never seen a player get so much abuse for trying to represent the country that he loves and he believes in. This man went and bought a new house. They put it on the front page like my man.
Apart from Balotelli at Italy, that was sick. What they did.
This man went and bought a house. They made it seem like he's selfish. This man went and got a tattoo that represented something, and they made it a thing where my man's supporting violence. Bruv, this man right now is England's player of the tournament, and I guarantee you 95% of the papers have probably got Harry Kane scoring his first goal. I haven't even looked at any paper, by the way. I'm just saying, I haven't even looked at a tabloid. Man ain't looked at a tabloid or a broadsheet, for those that know. Yeah, tabloid or broadsheet. I won't even say the name for the tabloid. That's why I use tabloid, because there's a certain, broadsheet, you man know about broadsheets, about Telegraph and Guardian, the broadsheets, yeah? Shout out, you man that know. Bro, I already know. I don't even need to look. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That says it in itself. That's why I just leave it there. There. There's nothing more to say.
Troy M says this just reminded me of Drift almost making me crash the other day when he cursed Pickford while praising him. No more Kopish while driving. We've got to bring our next caller. The one, the only, Jamie Phillips, people.
Cheese!
Jamie, you're shaking your head.
Jamie, it's like you just had Jamie, if you had a Morley's, you look like you're about to settle down for the night. What's going on, bro?
Oh, how are you guys? Are you good?
Yeah, not too bad, my bro. Not too bad.
We have the worst fan base in football.
See, you're telling me.
I can't. It's ridiculous. The transfer window only opened a week ago. Should give it a second. I mean, we've already got in a quality centre back.
Yep.
Look, the day before the transfer window, and we've only bought Kanate, obviously, then I will come on and I will give my views. But at this moment in time, still plenty of time to go. There's a Euros going on. There's a Copa America going on. Transfers will be done. And I think we'll get a couple in. I do think we'll get a couple. I do think we're going to get. I don't know. I don't think we'll get. I don't know. Part of me thinks we won't get a midfielder, but I do see us getting attackers because of the AFCON in January. I do see us getting wingers, and I think that will happen. But I think we're going to get players in that we didn't know we were linked to, like Jota last season. I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to get a player that's just come out of nowhere, and we didn't even know we were linked to him. Yeah, it's a surprise us all.
Sorry, Jamie. Can I go back to you on your first point?
Yeah.
Just for debate's sake. So I get what you're saying. The window's just open. That's absolutely fair. But could you not argue that from sort of February, well, not even February, since October, we know the positions we've needed, and we knew AFCON was happening at some point.
Yeah.
So dare I say it, I know it's only a week in, and obviously there's still plenty of time for business to be done. But you look at other clubs who are trying to get their business done straight away so they have a good pre-season to bed in, etc. And we know historically Klopp pretty much buys his players usually in June or early July. So do you not see that there is a potential? Do you not see why there's a frustration among the fan base that we kind of know that we won't really go into August and buy players? Not saying it can't happen, but generally we don't do that under this regime. And also we know the positions we need, and we still have to sell players before we can buy as well. Doesn't that concern you a little bit, bro?
No. I don't know. Flippant. I think what it is, I think they know the players they want to buy. I really do. I think they have a list. They write out the players they've been scouting. So I think we look at players for about 2 or 3 years before we sign them. I think that's the way they like to do it. Because apparently they were looking at Jota for 3 years before they signed him. It was a person of interest that whole time. And I think they look at the player for an amount of time. But what does annoy me, I will say what does annoy me, is that it takes a long time to do the deal. Like Thiago last summer, it looked like that deal was always going to happen, but they took so long to do it. I think that would be the same. I think they know the players they want, but instead of just going out there and doing the deal straight away, they go try and get the deal for cheaper, butter what they can, and do what they can that way. I think that's just the way they do it, and there's no point us bitching and moaning constantly about it, because while FFG are here, that is their way of doing things. And I think we just got to, get on. And this thing about, I know people were annoyed because we're not buying the Sanchos, the Mbappes, and of this world and all that, but we can buy some very good players for that 30, 40, 50 million price bracket that will go into nicely in our squad. Like Jota, to be fair, when we bought Jota, I was thinking, good buy, but I would have preferred Werner at the time. And I was like, but then seeing Jota play, you think he was just hackled where at Wolves, where they play a more defensive kind of football, he couldn't express himself like he is now. And it was a shrewd signing. So I do think we'll buy players. I think they'll come out of nowhere. A bit like Jota did, a bit like Fabinho did that time, just come out of nowhere. Where I will say, people are saying we're not, are we falling behind everyone? You won't know till the first game of the season.
True.
Probably not even then either.
Yeah.
Not until midway through the season.
You're not going to know. I mean, Arsenal bought a left, what is that, an 8 million fullback, and everyone's got wetting themselves. It's like, calm down. You know,
Yeah, true.
you know,
Back up left back.
they've probably gave him 700 grand a week. They're mad over there. Ignore it. I mean,
700.
we're going to do something stupid like that, mate. I look at our team. If you look at our team next season, first game of the season, it's probably going to be Alisson in goal, Robbo and Trent. Hopefully, Van Dijk starts the season with Konate, Fabinho, Endo, Thiago, and then the front three, the original front three, or maybe Jota instead of Bobby. That as a starting 11, it's very hard to upgrade it. Extremely difficult. You've got to spend stupid money to upgrade it. Let's face it.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, Jamie.
Are they going to be fit?
I think this is the thing. Not even just a fitness thing. And again, I'm not speaking for the whole fan base. I'm only going to speak for myself on this particular point. But you see, if we went and bought Haaland or an Mbappe for that centre forward position, even though I don't think Mbappe is that clinical,
no,
he's more clinical than Firmino, and I think he's more clinical than.
We're going to talk about that after. We're going to talk about this after this. I've got something for you.
And he's more clinical than Jota, in my opinion. But you see, if we bought one of those, I don't think the fan base would mind who else we brought in, because we understand that upgrading that starting 11 is very difficult. But at the same time, I think we also need to get out of the mindset of just a starting 11. Like, City, here's the thing: if we were to go and get Goretzka and Haaland and, let's say, Rafinha this summer, we're sitting here having arguments on who starts the first game of the season.
No, I agree.
As things stand right now, we're sitting here saying the only argument is, do you start Jota or Firmino?
True.
Yeah.
For me, if I'm Norwich, I'm loving that, because I'm thinking, right, we can prepare from the very first day of pre-season, because if everyone's fit, we know who Liverpool are going to pretty much play. And that's my concern.
To have a squad like that, though, you've got to be liquid rich. That's the problem.
Or you can accumulate that over a couple of years, because again, I know I keep on harping back, but the season we won the Champions League, we could have bought one big player then last season, one more big player, and then this season we're not sitting there thinking we need to buy 3 or 4.
The rumour about that when we won the Champions League, the rumour is that I think I've heard from Melissa Reddy, Klopp didn't want to buy anyone because he was worried. He never had a team. This is my Melissa Reddy, not me. Yeah. Klopp had a team. Apparently, they had an interview, and Klopp said he had a team that he's never had before, where none of his big players wanted to leave. It was the first time he had a settled team of what he always wanted, and no one wanted to leave, and he didn't want to upset that squad. And he thought at the time that squad was good enough to win the league the following season. I mean, and be fair, if it weren't for a donkey in goal, we could have won the Champions League that season as well.
But that's the thing, though. We did have that.
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, the donkey was there, unfortunately.
But also, and again, I hear what you're saying, and that is factual what Melissa already said.
Yeah.
But I don't think that is fact, though, and that's
I
my
don't
problem.
Think it's fact either. I don't think it's fact either.
I don't think Klopp was sitting there thinking, "Wow, we're keeping Salah, Mane, Fab, Van Dijk." Right, I don't want to add to that. No. But when is that season with no backup for Robbo, for example?
No,
I don't think Klopp would have wanted to do that, because we saw the moment Tsimikas became available, the moment we wanted Jamal Lewis, Klopp made it pretty much very obvious he wanted a left back. It's a difficult one.
This is my thing. How much influence does Klopp have on transfers? Because
here's the thing, we don't actually know.
That's the thing.
No, we don't. Yeah,
we got a backup left back, and I've seen him play before. He's a decent footballer. Klopp don't like him.
No, see, here's the thing. I think this is overplayed, the whole Tsimikas thing. He got injured, he got COVID, and then got injured again. And then towards the back end of the season, I don't think Klopp wanted to throw him in because we had no stability at the back at all. So throwing him in means even more instability. Means basically we'd be more unstable.
Yeah, he didn't want to ruin another left back.
I think he rates Tsimikas, and I think we'll see a lot more Tsimikas next season.
Yeah, hopefully we see him a lot this summer. this season.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think let's give it time. If, like, as I say, we still only got Canate before the season starts. Wait before the season starts, and I will be upset. But I just feel like we will get some players in. Maybe a surprise player that we didn't even know we were linked to, as they like Jota was last summer. And last summer, let's face it, I think we were a centre back away from having a 5-star summer for me. I mean, it was a good transfer summer.
Well, last summer, you mean?
Yeah, last summer. It was centre back away. Going with that squad we got. Because we got to remember, what we got to remember, the injuries was a freakish year.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That was a freakish year. If them injuries never all happened the way it did happen, and the players we brought in, I think it wouldn't have seemed so bad, and we're all upset now because.
Here's the thing though, Jamie. Again, sorry to rebuttal you, but I know we did get loads of injuries, but you know what? It could also be called freakish. The fact that, and again, touch wood when I say this, Salah, Mane, and Firmino virtually went for a whole season without getting injured as well.
True.
They look after their bodies, though. They don't drink.
Yeah, but true. But again, but this is my concern. It's like we've really been fortunate with Salah, Firmino, Mane not getting injured that much. Does that stop as well?
And can I say one more thing? I want us to start buying older players. And the reason I say that is I think I think in the future you're going to see more players of top quality playing into their 30s and being as good as they were when they were in their mid-20s.
Yeah,
because players now look after their bodies far better than they did even 5-10 years ago.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind to see him buying us 28, 29-year-olds of top quality. Because what you go get a 28, 29-year-old who's good quality, and you go get him at a really good price like Thiago.
Yeah.
You go get him at that good price, and they're going to be. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I hate people. Oh, he's 31, he's 32, and
I'm not.
I mean, I'm 39, so I should be dead. In football terms,
Yeah, football terms. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It's how they carry on. Yeah.
Look at Cavani. He's what, 58, and he's doing.
It's true.
Up trees at United when he comes in.
True.
I don't mind older players. I really don't. I think we need more.
No, it's true. But Jamie, we're gonna let you go, bro. But you know who it is. Always a pleasure having you on. Always a good laugh, and you always say great stuff, man. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Trust
and
me,
go and grab that Morley's for me, bro.
In it. Love to the family as well, Jamie.
Yeah, cheers, and yours.
Nice.
Thank you, my bro.
Take it easy. All right.
Do you know what, Cal? Just quickly before we move on to the next caller, because I know we've got to be quick.
Yeah, the Mbappe. I know you want to get the Mbappe thing off your
chest. Listen, I got something. Not even necessarily for you, but it's just for people that think maybe he's not as clinical as say Haaland. And again, we got to take into consideration the league because it leads me to this year. Geordie T says with the amount of chances that we create, Mbappe wouldn't need to be clinical to put up mad numbers. Plus, I think you missed my super chat earlier.
No,
so
apologies. We've got your super chat.
We've got super chat. So I was going to tell you, man. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but I was going to tell you, man, quickly. When he went on loan to PSG, he played 44 games and scored 21 goals. So that's like 1 and 2 kind of thing. You're like, all right, baby, what are you going to do next? This is all competitions, by the way, yeah? Next season, 18-19 season, 43 appearances, 39 goals. The next season, 19-20 season, 37 appearances, 30 goals. Last season, when Neymar was out, got injured, 47 appearances, 42 goals. In the league, since Kylian Mbappe has stepped to PSG, in 127 appearances, he has scored 111 goals. But you, man, don't think he's clinical. I'll leave it there still. But it's the league.
Sorry.
I'll leave it there. Farmers League, innit?
Guys, shout out to James Redmond. Love my G. Smash the like. Grab yourself some merch, people. Shout out to James. Shout out to Matisse. Shout out to Matisse.
I like the way you dealt with Saeed. Even though I love Saeed, the way James dealt with Saeed when he
I didn't even see that.
I talked about our player not playing in the Copa America for Vino. Hammers was just like, So where's Sancho? And that's how you couldn't say nothing. Where's Sancho? Your boy ain't even got no minutes. What are you talking about?
Hammers be bodying man all the time, bro. Big up Hammers.
For real.
But no, but yeah, just and I don't want to get into it, but I'm just trying to say it's just. I'm just trying to say
one small rebuttal though, Matt.
Yeah, go on.
Would you say Patrick Bamford's clinical?
No, he's not. I wouldn't say so. No.
Bamford, I think, got 17 or 18 goals in the league, which is almost the equivalent of 1 in 2. But the reason we ain't calling him clinical is because we saw how many big chances he missed, right? And I think that's what it is with Mbappe.
But how many? But I just read off about, I'd say 4. Was that 4? I think about 4 years. I think of Mbappe. We're talking about 1 season with Bamford, and let's be real. The eye test even showed you. Don't use Bamford and bring up.
No, Matt, I'll give you a totally different rebuttal. Bro, I'll give you a totally different rebuttal that's close to home, bro. Read me off Salah's stats since he came Liverpool.
Who?
Salah. Big Mo.
Salah.
Read me Mo's stats and tell me how many goals Mo's.
You know what? Let's not do this. Let's not do this now. Guys, hear me out.
No, but they said it.
But what I'm saying is, we know that Mo's not clinical, but he's banging goals for fun.
No. But hear what I'm saying. It's not even about a comparing.
I say this should be its own.
It
video,
is.
guys.
It will be. I actually leave it. It's not a comparing thing. All I'm saying is this: nobody, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, can sit here and say Mbappe ain't clinical, because I'll tell you something from now. Harry Kane, as great as he is, Harry Kane will miss chances. Go look at Harry Kane's ratio of missed chances and goals scored. Some people will be surprised. They will be surprised. But he bangs goals. You're talking about the total tally of the season. Because here's the joke. It's the tally that really counts as to how it affects you during that season. More times than not. Mbappe scored 40-something goals last season. They nearly won the league.
No, I hear you. I just still don't think he's clinical, Matt.
You see when Mbappe nearly injured himself in the
Euro, of course.
Because
I'm not even basing it off the Euros. I'm basing it off actually watching Mbappe.
No. What I'm saying is that moment there, I think, is the reason why that's in a nutshell why I wouldn't necessarily call him clinical. Because if that chance had fallen to Haaland, like what Cal's saying, he wouldn't have let it come across him. Nothing. He would have been like bang, and it would have just gone in the net.
No, but you don't even know that. If that's on Haaland's right side, I still think Haaland probably does better. But you can't say definitively that Haaland's good, because I'm putting it on him. No, because and again, someone said as well, and I'm not digging a person out here. They said, I'm not going to say the name, but someone said, so is Rashford clinical then? But
that's different.
Rashford has never hit numbers like that. I don't even understand where that's come from.
Yeah.
Has Rashford ever hit 30 in his life?
No.
I don't understand that, bro.
Gonna read out some super chats, and then we're gonna have one more caller, guys. So if you don't get on the call today, then DM me, and we'll make sure you get on next time.
This person here says people are too football fashion, bro. I'm sorry.
No, I've been saying this about Mbappe for a while.
No, not you. I'm just saying there's other people out there be like, oh no, but look at this and it's like, bro, you're basing it off one tournament. Because the world's watching it.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
That even a Varane thing. Some people are like, oh, but look at Varane. Bro, Varane is a seasoned vet, you know.
Yeah, but I've been saying this about Varane.
Drift.
No, I hear you. But if anyone could sit here and tell me and look me in my eye and tell me, like, let's say we put Rafa Varane. Are you someone going to sit here and tell me Rafa Varane, if we was to sign him now, he's not the second best defender in our team? Because he's got more experience than Konate, and Konate's got potential. Konate hasn't reached his level. Joe Gomez can't even do a full season, although he's got potential to be better than Varane. And the same thing goes to Matip. Matip has like amazing moments, like 6 months, 7 months, or wherever it is, however long he can stay fit. Bro, exactly. Varane can do a season.
No, Varane's quite injury prone himself, you know.
Bro, Varane can have injuries, which is true. He does have injuries, but nowhere near on the same size as Matip. And not only
No.
Varane.
Matt, let me ask you a quick question. Both fully fit. We put both of them on red, yeah, or whatever pro colours are now. So they're both balling out to their best of their ability. Yeah. Who's a better defender, Varane or Matip?
Oh, I hate to say it. I hate to say it. No. But you let me know. I'll say.
No.
Do you want me to say it?
Oh no. Oh,
All right,
no.
let me rebuttal that quickly.
No
Is he playing
rebuttal.
for Liverpool?
No
Is he playing for
rebuttal,
Liverpool? For Liverpool, yeah?
No. Just who do you think
It's
is a
still
better
Varane.
defender?
Varane is still better.
I was gonna say because in Liverpool high line, I'm picking Varane.
No, but just football in general. I actually think it's Matip.
No, Matip is great, bro. Matip is good, but again, like, Matip's the sample size ain't big enough. Like, bro, we can't even put a CV together. Matt can't put a CV
No,
together.
I get that, but when I have seen him perform, it's impressed me more, though.
Bro, Varane can get his CV out to Liverpool and have 5 pages worth of documents.
Trophies aren't what I'm looking at, though.
Not
bro,
about trophy. What
No,
you telling me?
it's his contribution to
Bro,
the
I've
trophy.
seen Varane lock down Messi. Are you crazy?
And I've also seen him completely go missing.
I've seen
loads of times, not one off, loads
bro,
of times.
To be honest, you're both right. It's just comparing to Matip is unfair because Matip just doesn't play enough. Same with Gomez. They just don't play enough.
I rate Matip, and probably our fan base, though, because they're Liverpool. They're going to say Matip, but I'm going to be real, people. Joe Matip plays for 6 or 7 games, has amazing games, and then gets injured. So,
James
that's not the question.
James is on your side. To be honest, the chat's pretty split with this one, to be fair.
Like, bro, like
Hammers just said it. That's how I feel. He's not a bad player at all. But through his
really
career, he kind of has had a person next to him that has kind of been the leader, and he's just gone along for the ride. I don't believe when he's the one you got to count on.
Varane hate in the chat. You see,
that could also be leveled at Gomez as well, though.
This is what I don't understand.
It can, and that's why I've stopped putting Gomez up there in the conversation because I've realised that there is that about Gomez.
Varane is a world-class centre back.
Look, let's do this on a separate video.
Mad. I don't understand how people are compared. Yeah.
1975 Jamrock says LFC now worth 4.2 bill, so it take 5 bill to sell. No, that's not true. Not what you're saying isn't true. I don't think it would cost 5 bill necessarily. It costs what the seller wants to sell it at and what the market value is to an extent.
How much are we worth?
Apparently 4.2 billion.
Have we gone up that high in 1 year?
Because we ain't selling and we ain't buying anything. Mr. Shall I tell you what, Drift? I did the numbers on Mo and Kane, and they are as clinical as each other. Shots to goal ratio, but people think Kane is mad clear. Do your research. All right, this is where I want to rebuttal this. This is where the eye test is so important. Shots are not all taken from the same place. So you see if Salah's... so here it is. So that Salah chance he missed against Real Madrid, for example, that was a big chance, and that's a shot. If Kane takes a shot where he's blocked by a defender and it goes through the defender's legs, but the keeper saves it, they're both counted as big chances because the keeper saved it and it almost went in. But we both know they're two different types of shots. So this is where the eye test comes in. I love Salah. Everyone knows I'm a Salah guy. When it comes to being clinical, Salah cannot talk to Harry Kane. He just can't. There's levels to this. Like, this is where stats aren't the be all and end all. You have to sit down and watch games because Salah is phenomenal. When it comes to being a right winger, no one's touching on him in terms of being clinical. No one is in world football. But when it comes to striker like Harry Kane, you can't talk to Kane in terms of being clinical. He'll get more goals than Kane probably because of the amount of chances and the fact that he continuously will keep on going. But if you give them both 6-7 shots in front of goal, sorry, Kane is netting more than Salah is, in my opinion. And that's no slight on Salah because Kane is one of the most clinical in the world. So again, that's just my take on it.
I agree with that, Kel.
Famous Steve Rothschild saying, stop dreaming about Mbappe. His current salary is 600k. Even if he's available for free, we'll mess up the salary structure to pay him 7 or 800k. Yeah, as I said, one day we're gonna have to break the wage structure. I'm not saying it has to be that radical, but one day we're gonna have to break the wage structure.
100%. And just the last thing I'm gonna say, if people think I have to say this, I have to.
It has to be. I say we do it as our own video.
Man. No, but yeah, I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna leave it here. If people don't think Rafa Varane and Virgil van Dijk is a great partnership, I generally can't help you. Like, you need to watch a different sport. So go watch something else. I'm sorry. Go watch something else.
Yeah, if you
Rafa
don't-
Varane next to
Virgil
Virgil van Dijk
playing.
high line. Except for the high line is we don't have to worry about a man getting injured after 20 minutes, having to get scans every 20 seconds. And I rate Joe Matip. Joe Matip is a baller, but we're talking about like a guy that can't stay fit, bro. Listen, I'll leave it there, man. I'll leave it there.
Jordy T says, look at Andre Silva's goal scoring stats, ridiculous. Very true. Liam Kenny says, evening fellas, if we found out tomorrow we were selling one of our front three to be able to get Haaland or Mbappe, which could you see it being? It would have to be Salah to cover those players. But the one that everyone would want to go is Firmino, and that is completely understandable. But it would have to be Salah to cover it.
Yeah, to be honest, the way we're moving, it would have to be Firmino and Salah. Because apparently we got to think about wages, right? So Salah would pay for the transfer, Firmino would pay for the wages.
Sam Max Legend says, whilst we rummage around Aldi, our neighbours are shopping at Harrods. It's embarrassing the names we are linked with. All these FSG in are Muppets. All right, so one thing I do want to say, not all FSG in are Muppets. Just like not all FSG out are Muppets. So I don't want us to use blanket statements like that, because there are some FSG in people who articulate themselves well and they back up their statements with facts. So I don't want to say all FSG in are Muppets, but there are some Muppets in the FSG community, just like there are some Muppets in the FSG out community as well. So in terms of, I'll be honest, I know we say shopping at Aldi and Harrods and stuff. For me, it doesn't even always have to be shopping at Harrods, but now and again, it would be nice. I think I'd like the option. If we had the option, but we still decided to shop at Aldi because we knew we could still get what we needed, then I'm all right with it. Because as I said, last season, we bought Thiago for 25 million. We bought Jota for 25, but we were all more happy about signing Thiago because we knew he was the best player we could get that summer. So for me, it's not always about the money, it's about the player.
I don't want to shop in Harrods every now and again and shop in Lidl all the time. I want consistency. Ain't that what we want in football? I just want to shop in M&S all the time. All the time. And I'll be all right with that. If we never get an Mbappe, yeah, but we're always getting a Lukaku, like as an example of like the quality, then I'll be all right with that. Do you know what I mean? I'll be all right with that. But it's the fact that we seem to be just randomly all over the place.
Sorry, I have to say, yeah, some people need to get their
they're probably trolling you, Matt, because you're reacting to it.
They need to get a new account. This person right here, and I'm bonkers actually fits you. No, bonkers fits them. Bro, just change your account. Get a new one. Sign up to Google and get a new one.
LFC Aaron says, Barnes, if he scored for England to make it 3-2, some England fans would say the result is 2-2. Truth. Yeah, back in the day, it was like that. Geordie T says, with the amount of chances we create, Mbappe wouldn't need to be clinical to put up mad numbers. Plus,
of course, I just said the numbers.
He's missed my super. That is a fair point as well. But at the same time, there are going to be games where we don't create a shed load of chances, and we just need that kind of one shot and in. And that's what we saw last season when we weren't creating clear cut chances. We needed one shot on a goal.
Sorry. I just saw something. Don't know if you saw this. This is a Real Madrid fan, by the way. I just saw this now.
As a guy whose brother is a Real Madrid fan for the past 3 years, his brother has had to cover for Ramos because Ramos was wandering up the pitch looking for goals.
Mad, isn't it? But there's the perception that Ramos cleans up. There's that perception, isn't it?
Yeah, Ramos hasn't been the Ramos for a little while.
For time. He's going PSG, though. Big up PSG for getting him on a free, though.
Yeah, PSG are doing some madness this summer, isn't it?
Bro, they are trying to convince Mbappe they are serious. Wijnaldum,
trying to win the Champions League. They're trying to win the Champions League.
Wijnaldum, Ramos, Donnarumma, Hakimi. They're serious about Champions League, bro. They are
three out of those 4 they did.
They managed to get Donnarumma and Keylor Navas. I don't know how that's possible. Hakimi, Wijnaldum, bro, they're going ham.
Quality signing. Mr. Shall I tell you what just says, Cal, they both get between 100 to 150 shots in the EPL season, get the same amount of goals, give or take 10 to 15 shot aside. I get it. I get what you're saying. The stats do look like him and Salah are the same, but the eye test will show you different. And that's not even me sliding on Salah. Like, everyone knows I'm probably Salah's biggest fan out of us three here. But I'm sorry, I can't entertain a conversation where someone's saying that Kane isn't more clinical than Salah. Like, and that's with all due respect. I think the eye test should just show you that. And you've got to look at where they're taking shots from as well. Kane's probably taking way more long shots than Salah.
No, listen. So, if you give them 10 chances, Kane buries like just clear cut chances. Yeah, out of 10, I think Kane buries 8 or 9. Salah buries 6 or 7. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
and it's variation. I also put clinicalness down to variation as well. It's not just about putting it in the back of the net per se. It's about how many ways you can put the ball in the back of the net. And I think Harry Kane has got more variation to how he can put the ball in.
That's why I disagree. Salah's got more variation. I just think Kane, is just clinical.
He does.
Bro, I disagree with that,
quickly, outside the box, who scored more goals? I don't even have to look at the stat sheet.
Kane has a better long-range shot than Salah.
Salah? I think Salah scores more outside the box than Kane.
He's better with his head. He's better on his weaker foot. Like, he's got more variation. This conversation is pointless.
Bro, it's not pointless. It's not pointless.
I don't think it's pointless, but I do agree with Drift. But we need to do a whole show. We need to.
Heading, yeah. Don't sleep on outside the box.
You think Salah's right foot is as good as Kane's left foot?
Bro, Salah's right foot is underrated.
But his right foot isn't really.
Bro, it's underrated.
A couple of good goals.
Bro, it's underrated. Don't forget the goal that he scored in the Champions League from that cute angle. Don't forget the goal.
Shines on the dog's ass some days, bro.
And I guess it shines on the dog's ass when he scores from outside the box more than Kane, right? Consistently. But again, I don't have the stats. I'm just saying.
I actually saw Robin whip in a cross one time with his right foot. That I was so shocked. No one's going to say Robin's got a good right foot, though.
No, of course not. But what I'm trying to say is this, though. When it comes to Salah, you're doing man a disrespect by saying Kane's got more variation.
I don't think he's the second best striker in the world. It's not even a slight on Mo. I'm just saying Kane is just all round levels.
No, of course Kane is levels, but Salah can also create his own goals. Kane, as we've seen, dare I say, for all the people that want to be football fashionists, they'll probably tell you have to create for Kane. Even this season at Spurs, if it's not built around Kane, what happens? This England team ain't built around Kane. Look what happens. I'll leave it there, though. Kane's still a baller. He's world class.
That's a different conversation.
No, Kane,
I agree.
Kane's not the focal point, bro.
I agree with you that Salah can create goals for himself better. But when you said Kane can't create goals for himself, that's wrong. No,
Salah can create more chances than Kane by himself.
Let's do this on another show.
If people think that's a different statement, then fair enough. But if you can sit and look me in the eye and say, who do you think can create a goal better, in your opinion, or create goals for themselves?
Salah.
I'll leave it there.
No, but are you just saying that based on dribbling and beating a man?
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about even movement. What are you going to say? Salah hasn't got great movement?
Not better than Harry Kane, in my opinion.
So an inside forward whose partner is Roberto Firmino has scored some of the best goals we've seen over the last 3 years with his movement, not even his dribbling, because we've all said his dribbling ain't even the greatest. You're going to try and tell me the movement isn't probably as good as Kane's, if not better.
I don't think it is better than Harry Kane's movement.
Fair enough.
I think he's got good movement. I don't think he's got better movement.
Fair enough, because I would say if his movement ain't that great, then really and truly, he shouldn't have even scored the 44 goals that he should have scored in his first season. Because you wouldn't even say...
I never said his movement. Remember, I never said his movement was great.
I'm not saying
I just said I don't think his movement is better than Harry Kane's.
And here's the reason why I say this. He could have scored 60 that season, but he's not as clinical as Kane, right? So he missed all them chances. But the movement was so great, he was able to keep creating. This is the thing of what people sleep on Salah. This ain't even aimed at you, man. Salah's movement is world class. There's a reason why he gets the most chances. His movement is ridiculous. He's just not as clinical. But does that mean to say that he hasn't got more variation in his game than Kane? That's what I will say to you, man.
All right, and I'm going to ask you, what is movement to you, Matt?
Movement off the ball.
What is movement?
Creating getting into space, bro, where you sense danger.
All right, but again, it's not just a case of using your pace and all that to sense danger. Like I'm talking about
pace.
Now, hear me out. If the ball's on the wing, for example, I bet on Kane putting himself in space in between defenders and that to be able to get the ball more than Salah would, for example. If we talk about chasing a ball or a through ball to get a through ball, then I've got my money on Salah. But when people are saying Kane doesn't move, I don't get, because Kane's got the most assists in the league, and I'm pretty sure he's top goal scorer.
Yeah, but that's because he's got runners off the ball, though.
No, but hold on.
One man, son.
No, but you've got to have movement to create space for yourself, to create for other people.
So hold on. So going by that, then, really and truly, we should have seen this for the last 3 seasons. So how come this only been 1 season where Kane has been the top goal scorer?
Because he's changed his position and the way.
And not only that, Son had a great season.
No, Son had purple patches.
Oh, but here's the joke, though. If I bet you, and this is just me guessing, I bet you if you go and look at the assist in terms of how many goals Son scored, I guarantee you about 50% of it was Harry Kane assisting him.
Yeah, of course it was.
So that means it's that one player that's giving you those assists more times than not, right? Not the overall team.
No, what I'm saying is, everyone's saying he's got zero movement. I don't get how you can have zero movement.
He's got great movement. No, that's stupid. Who said he's got zero movement? That's stupid, though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So I don't get how, like, you saying Salah's got better movement is one thing. Me saying Kane's got better movement is another.
Yeah, there's an argument to be had. Yeah.
Say one doesn't have and one does have.
Yeah, that's stupid.
People are basing that just on pace.
Yeah,
movement and pace are 2 different things.
Yeah, you can't say Kane's got no. Kane has great movement. I just think Salah's got better movement. And not only that, quickly, it's kind of telling as well, because we're talking about a right wing forward and a centre forward, and they're going toe to toe. That shows the levels of Salah, though.
No, but again, we also know our system is catered to.
I'm just saying the level.
And not only that, Matt. What you just said, the main point to that is the reason why you may feel that Salah's got better movement, because it's easier to have movement as a wide forward. If Salah was playing with his back to goal, his movement wouldn't be as good as Kane's. So you also have to factor in that they do play different positions. Salah down the middle isn't anywhere near as good movement-wise as he is when he's coming from the wide.
Bro, respectfully, that kind of don't add up, because that's like saying, all right, then.
It does, bro.
So I'll tell you why.
Kane has less room to operate in.
So I'll tell you why.
You think Mo's got better movement? He's got more space to operate and maybe look better.
All right. Let me say this. Just quickly, just
Kane has got a very small window
of space
that he operates in, because he's just only central.
I'll tell you why.
This needs to be another.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, it does. Right, we're gonna end it here, and I'll say this. You just said put Salah in the middle. The movement or whatever won't be as good, bro. Put Kane on the right hand side and put Salah in the middle. I reckon Salah gets more goals. So that kind of point is null and void. That don't make no sense.
That is true.
But then that would only come down to the fact that as a winger, Kane doesn't have the pace to play that position.
Bro, I just said
because you have to have pace to play that position. Then that makes it completely unfair.
No, but bro, I just said to you, we're comparing a wing forward and a striker. That's the whole point. Like we're kind of mixing them together, obviously comparing them. What you just did there is gone, even though we're mixing them, I'm going to move Salah to the middle, and you're basically debunking what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say to you is, probably
I wasn't doing that. I was just saying,
but what I'm saying, put Kane on the right hand side, and it's a wrap.
Let's do this on a different show. Come on, guys.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna
get receiver chats.
We're gonna have to.
Geordie T says either way he bangs goals, clinical or not. That's to do with Mbappe. Jamie says thanks for having me on, guys. Sorry I go on for so long, and the people in the chat, I'm sorry I waffle on. As you guys say, with all due respect, Jamie, to anyone who moans at you being on the channel, yeah, deal with it. Deal with it. Jamie has nothing to apologize for.
100%.
Aidan Andrews says, Matt, 2 things can be true at the same time. I can't remember what that was that might have been to do with Iran potentially.
Oh, okay.
GDBS 10 says PSG can sign whoever they want. They won't win the Champions League because of Pochettino, like Pep and Klopp. He doesn't have a plan B. In a Champions League, you need to be tactically flexible like Zidane and Tuchel. I disagree with that. I wholeheartedly disagree with that. Actually, I think PSG could win the Champions League under Pochettino.
They can with them players that they just bought, though.
They can
The
definitely.
players are mad.
AA says Salah's got more goals than Kane in the last 3 seasons. Facts, absolute facts. Acebet Limited says earlier super chat said rivals are shopping at Harrods while we're shopping at Aldi. Bro, we're not even shopping at Aldi. We're eating at the food bank.
Nah, don't say that, because that's taking it a bit too far. I would just say everyone else is eating, I don't know, in like TGI, and we're eating in Greg's.
We went to the food bank after we won the Champions League.
No, I don't want to say food bank because I think it's disrespectful. That's why I want to come off that
you're
whole
taking
thing.
it too literal, bro. Jokes are jokes.
No. But I just allow food bank, innit? I just think just pay some respect.
It's not a slight on the food bank, but what it's saying is that
that's how we move it different. Yeah.
That's basically what it means. You've got your food for free. Adrian was free. So we went to the food bank when we won the Champions League.
Bro, all I'm saying is they're eating Shard and TGI. We're moving at Greg's. We're getting a sausage roll. Them man are getting steak, lobster, and all them teams. We're not getting that. That's all I'm saying, isn't it?
LFT Sports TV says I have to say Callum FSG ain't moving right. I've been saying this for a while.
Man said that like he's seriously concerned. You know, he's like FSG ain't moving right, you know. Bro.
If you guys go back through tweets from years and years ago of mine, you'll see I've been saying stuff about FSG, but you know,
FSG cheer me up. They just go and get Rafinha. That's how you cheer me up, you know. I don't give a fuck what any other team does if Liverpool go and get Rafinha. Honestly, that's how you cheer me up.
So you're on the Rafinha hat trick.
100%.
I know you, Bob. You won it, St. Max, you know. So you're on my team now. You're on 100%. It now.
No, but you know what? I know St. Max ain't gonna happen. Neto got his knee injury. So
Neil Jones did say that Liverpool
they share the same agent and that. You know they ones.
I'm 100% on that. You see, if I heard that we're going to St. Max, that would gas me up. But you know what? I will say that puts Rafinha maybe ahead of Max would be the robustness. I would worry a little bit about.
We need to get the last caller.
Yeah, we'll get the last caller now. Let me quickly test your loyalty. Are you Neto or Rafinha? Because you're not. See, nah, you're not. See, nah.
No, that's a.
You know what?
No. I don't want
I'm
you
not
my team,
moving
bro.
goalposts. That knee injury has changed everything.
Nah, bro.
It has. It's changed everything.
You should be Rafinha in all day, every day.
If he never had his ACL, then I would be a Neto. I would still be. But you know, ACL changes everything, bro. So.
Nah, you. All right, let's move. My bad.
Imran says, "Watch tomorrow. FSG looking for the next Robbie Savage or Nicholas Bentner." I'm fuming. Big up to Imran.
Nicholas Bentner.
Last caller. Big Bucks. Can you hear us?
Yeah. Yeah, can you see me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, what's good,
bro?
Champions League winner.
Yeah, congratulations.
I forgot he's a Chelsea fan, isn't he? Oh my days. Carl, why did you bring him? No, I'm joking.
But you know, yeah?
Yeah, okay. Go on, Big Bucks, go on.
It's been 4 months since I last come on here. 4 months. And I was just waiting. Like, I knew Chelsea were going to win something in it. So I was waiting for
No, you didn't. Don't lie, bro. You didn't come on for 4 months because you were nervous about what was going on with Labs.
Because if you knew what was going to happen, I want lottery numbers. Like, DM me now, bro. If that's the case.
I don't know what it is here. Listen, I'm so vexed that you're not finishing above us. Like, I am so angry that you guys finish above us. I want to
we had a little wager on that, innit?
Yeah.
I think we did.
Like, Callum, you know what it is here? I wanted to come in here and say, yo, we won more trophies than you. And we finished above you, and we beat you. Now I come and say that 4 years in a row, you finished above us.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's embarrassing, man. Flipping out, man. No,
embarrassing, bro. Is what it is, bro.
Not 50. Listen, you had 55 injuries, and you still finished above us. What the hell? What's this? Flipping out, man. Now, sir, I'm flipping angry. I swear, I'm angry, man. Flipping out, man.
But aren't you happy you won a Champions League, though?
You won a Champions League.
Yeah, you wouldn't trade your league position for a Champions League.
I know, but it's just pride. It's personal pride. It's personal pride. Like you see me every season, 2 teams that I want to finish above are Liverpool and Man United. They're the 2 teams I want to finish above. And for the last 2 years, I've had to suffer. I'm very vexed. But guess what? You won trophies in it, so I don't really care, man. You get me?
That's what it's all about, bro. That's what
it's all about. Oh yeah, and you man, I beg you, stop gassing up this Joe Gomez and Konate. First of all, they're both injury prone. Second of all, I think this might sound mad to you, but I don't think any of them start for us, you know. Like, I think. Listen,
yes, they do. Bro.
Listen.
In your back three.
Cool. No. At three. No, listen. In a back four, yeah. Thiago Silva and Van Dijk, yeah. But let's say, I think Tony Rudiger's better than both of them, bro. You're laughing.
Of course, I'm laughing, bro.
Rudiger's better than Silva and Van Dijk.
No. He's Joe Gomez and Konate.
Rudiger looks like a Morrison's version of Ret 3-2.
He's
not. He's not starting in Liverpool's defense.
Oh, kind of not. I'm just shocked because obviously I thought that you don't rate Rudiger like that, but obviously
I rate Rudiger. I rate him, but I don't.
Gomez and Canard.
I don't rate him.
Joe Gomez, are you dumb? Okay, cool.
He's not better than Gomez.
Joe Gomez ain't better than Zuma.
Rudiger had a very good end to the season, and
he's too emotional
for that. He really did.
Yeah.
But overall, Rudiger is a very basic centre.
He's too emotional.
Bro, Joe Gomez ain't even better than Kurt Zuma, bro. What can Joe Gomez do that Zuma can't? Please tell me.
Wow.
Kurt Zuma. Bro, don't.
So can Zuma, what are you talking about?
Zuma's better than Rudiger.
Zuma. No, he's not. Rudiger's better than Zuma. No. Rudiger's better than Zuma. I don't. You see Zuma?
No. Zuma's better than Rudiger.
No, Rudiger is better than Zuma.
Zuma's so good that he couldn't even get to Chelsea's back three.
I know. Yeah. I know he played. He played some matches, but obviously.
When was the last time he played?
I think it was it Arsenal at home? I think that's
that game you lost.
Wait. Yeah, Arsenal at home. He's coming. Yeah, he played that match.
But you lost that game, didn't it?
That is another thing that I'm angry at.
How about that? How about this? Nat Phillips is better than Kurt Zuma. Prove me wrong.
Oh my!
Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
Cool. Kurt Zuma is part of the best defense in Europe. Let's get that.
Hold on. Is Kepa better than Alisson then? Because he's part of the goalkeeper union.
But Kepa barely played though.
He played more games than Zuma, I'm pretty sure, didn't he?
Nah, brother.
Let me see what wave you're on. You see your goalkeeper. What's his name again? Mendy. Do you think Mendy is better than Alisson? Just so that people know where you're at. Mendy better than Alisson?
Listen, I'm not that dumb, you know.
Okay, no, I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure where you're at, innit? Just wanted to make sure. That's all.
It's because Bear Man are getting hyped off this the Champions League. Like I'm hearing man say, Christensen's sick. Like, brother, he done it 3 years ago under Conte, yeah, where he came into the team, he was amazing. Then guess what happened, yeah? We played Barca at home. We dominated them. I was gassed, winning 1-0. This part, I'm still angry, yeah. This part done a pass across the box, let Messi score. Since then, he fell down. His career went downhill, and yeah, since then, but now he's back up again.
But he still starts ahead of Zuma.
Yeah. The noise is because you see, in Tuchel's system, yeah, you need ball playing centre backs in it, and Zuma with his feet, Zuma plays like he's holding piss. So. That's it. That's what it is.
I wasn't expecting that.
That was that, Bob. You caught me off guard, big punch. I can't even lie.
Way off guard. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh man.
But yeah, man.
Before we let you go, do you think you will get Haaland this summer?
Yeah, that's a big one.
And if you do you think he secures you the league?
Yeah, no. If we get Haaland, I still don't think we win the league because I think we lack a DM and that in it. But obviously, I think
Kante.
No, like a partner. Listen, Kante can't play by himself in a pivot.
What, Kante Jorginho? Kante Jorginho.
Nah.
Oh, Kante Kopish. You don't think that's good enough? Kante Kopish or Kante? You don't think
Kante's been playing by himself since Leicester. I think he's all right, you know, bro.
It's the turnover and play in that, innit? The turnover and play with Kovan Kante. I'm sorry, bro, but like, there's no ball holder in it. Jorginho holds the ball, but to me, he lacks defensively in it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. And yeah, that's all I got to say, to be honest, man. But yeah, it was fun having me on.
That, man.
See you guys next time.
Alright, big up yourself.
That was a great one.
I'm not gonna lie.
That really got me still.
Big up, bro. Have a great weekend, bro. Take care, man.
Big up, man. Big up, bro.
Nice one. For anyone who couldn't get through tonight, as I said, DM me and we'll make sure you get on next week, Friday. Obviously, we didn't go this Friday because of the games and the Euros, etc. Didn't want to
a bit mad.
hamper the show and didn't want to hamper your viewing of the Euros. We will potentially, in fact, no, I'm not going to say it. Just keep an eye on YouTube and keep an eye on our social media. We are hoping to have some stuff coming out, but we don't want to say just for certain because it's still a little up in the air.
Basically, guys, what Callum is trying to really say is this.
True or false, you will fight again this year?
It's hard to put it. You must understand, my foot was a balloon.
He was going to confirm something.
I was, yeah.
Let me just wait a second. Let me wait.
Yeah. Let me just pump the brakes.
Let me just see what happens.
Yesterday I thought, oh shit,
yeah. You know the ones that we're all sitting there, we're ready, and we're like, let's go. And we're like, yeah. The world of YouTube, people, trust me. Trust me.
There's a lot of shows that you guys don't see that could have happened, that should have happened.
Yeah, trust me.
Yesterday was Sim outside Brosa, put it that way. It was Sim outside Brosa. But now we've moved on to another target. We're hoping to secure Daddy Alves now. We're hoping
100%. We're trying to do like that Jamal Lewis thing and then go just quick, like just bang.
Yes.
Got the player. No long
time. Choi M says merch idea, replica of Matt's beard. I am buying that.
And this ain't even being shaped up. This ain't even being shaped up. This will be shaped up probably tomorrow, Sam. What are you saying, Carl? You want to buy it? What, to support the channel when that?
What? How can I buy that and wear it, Matt?
I'm just saying, support the channel. You're not going to support the channel.
No, Matt, because that's like me buying, I don't know, flipping.
No, but it's like me buying a t-shirt of an afro on it.
Yeah, bro. Like, I can't buy a beer t-shirt.
Are you taking the piss, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, no, but Cal could do the same thing. Cal could do like a Drake thing, Drake hairline. And me and you, Drift, will be sitting there like.
I ain't got a Drake hairline though. My hairline's solid, but it ain't a Drake hairline.
No,
Drake's hairline's like there, bro.
It may not be Drake. He's got no forehead.
Yeah, you know Drake's hairline sits like that, bro. If he does the people's eyebrow, bro, he's tampering with his hairline.
Big up my brother. He knows why I want to punch him up every day because his hairline is like
your brother's hairline is sick,
my brother's hairline. He's got no forehead, bro.
Yeah, he is. But he ain't got. Has he got a beard though? He ain't got a beard, has he?
No, I'm not gonna lie. The beard has come true.
Oh, it's coming true. Wow,
and he's going gym.
He's coming to take the throne still.
Josh, just know, Big Brother would never let you win.
But you might have a choice, bro.
I saw
my brother the other day. Like, love my brother to the death, but he knows the levels.
You might not have a choice, bro.
Josh knows the levels.
I swear, Logan knows he can't step in there with Jake right now. It's the same thing.
It's true. You know, Logan's like, yeah, Jake, man. Jake, I'll take you at any time. But you know, really and truly, it's like, I don't really want that smoke, you know. Jake, hey, come on up.
You'll step up to your brother, and this will be his reaction, man.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers.
Man will take your chicken.
What's so mad? I saw my brother the other day, yeah, and we was all messing about, like just catching up, whatever. And he tried to size my. I was like, listen, I will wait you. I'll wait more than you. I will wait you. You know. But he's like, I'm buying Jim. I was like, what you think? You think Jim is everything?
But it must be a bit upsetting because you actually have to look up at him now, innit?
Yeah.
Why have you got to say that? Why?
He'll talk to you like old school Connor. He'll talk to you like old school Connor.
My brother's taller than me, you know. Imagine that you're younger.
You gotta have reach. You gotta have length. You're coming anywhere near me, I'm gonna take your whole head off.
You know what it's gonna be when that fight finally happens? It's gonna be Izzy versus Costa, isn't it?
Listen,
that would be a lot.
Shout out my brother, love you to death, my bro. Trust me. Oh my days. Now my brother's getting tall, though. I understand. He's a big man, but it's like every time I see him, it's like he's getting taller.
Look at the disappointment.
No, man, Matty.
More footage of Matt in the kitchen with his brother trying to take the last piece of chicken.
I just want my job. You what? I just want.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Oh
John
my
Conway.
days.
Shout out to John Conway.
Oh,
Matt, I would buy it. Yeah, you probably got a
thank
beard,
you,
John.
John.
Like,
Thank you, John. Appreciate it,
I
my
can't
bro.
rep it, Matt. Like, I'd have to buy it and give it to friends and stuff. I can't wear it myself.
Nah, I
ain't wearing no Afro t-shirt. I'm a hater straight.
I'm not. Yeah, so am I, bro. So am I. I can't even lie. Cal can rock all these different hairstyles and that. And I've got to rock a hat like I was born with it. People keep telling me I was born with a hat. You know? Like the hats are super glued onto the head top.
Do you know what? Do you know what people who have hairlines don't realize? Just how much when you're bald, you have to really think about what you're doing when you cut your hair, what you're doing, where's your hat. There's so much that goes into it. But when you got a hairline, you can just go, like, if I say let's go raving right now, you know you're not allowed in with a hat. Matt, I don't know. I know you're getting your trim tomorrow. You'd be like, nah, this can't run. But Cal could just be like, I'll just come out. Let's go. Boom. Done. Man, don't even have to worry about nothing.
I'll be real though. You say that. You lot did see me in the peak of the lockdown.
No, I saw you, but even do you know what it is though?
You still look better than I would have.
Your hair was. I've never seen your hair look like. Your hair looked like it had personality.
Remember when I come to see you, Matt, and you saw you, bruv? I'll never forget your reaction when you stepped in the car, bruv, and you sat next to me. You got in the car. This is what you did. You got in the car. You sat next to me. You went, oh. You didn't even say hello, man. Just went, oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did. But I've never seen your hair that high. Like it just looked mad. Yeah, I can't lie. But again,
lockdown did me bad still.
I'd rather my hair look like high and mad than having no hair or no hairline. Bro, it's mad.
I tell you what, you didn't look as rough as I would have looked if I never cut my hair for 3 months. That's for damn sure.
No, it's true. It's true. And
I would have been out here looking like George
me as well.
Not the one.
Me as well.
Not the one, bro.
Hey, Duke, you know what? Yeah, that's got to be a forfeit. If we do forfeits at the beginning of the season for something, you got to let the sides grow out, bro. You've got
the only way I'm George Jefferson is if Liverpool do a Champions League and a Premier League double, bro. Then I'll do it.
No, we got to do that. You know what? We got to think of some forfeits. We've all got to do a forfeit at the end of the season.
No, we do.
You know what? I'm going to be real with you. The internet is forever. I am never George Jefferson in it. You're mad, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Bro. You see, anytime, I would just pull it out, bro. I'll do voiceovers. I would probably put it on a t-shirt, bro. I'd probably put it on
true. Just right now, the internet is undefeated, bro. If you do that one thing that you think people would get over, they can always run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Allow it. Oh, it's long.
1975 Jamrock says Matt Mbappe's conversion rate was 26%. That's 1 in 4. We're gonna do this on a different show. We're gonna do it on a different show.
Yeah, I won't get drawn in. I'm not gonna get drawn in. I ain't gonna get drawn in.
No. You know, every single time Varane or Mbappe's mentioned, Matt goes.
I transform. I'm not having none of it. Them two Frenchmen there, they should be. Do you know what it is? Whether you think they're highly rated or not, I just feel like they're still great players, and whether you rate them highly as me, Liverpool should be trying to get them. That's what it actually. That's the bottom line, all jokes aside.
Yeah, I agreed.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
But guys, we're gonna shoot off now. Please do smash the like button if you haven't already.
What? Sorry. Can I like my tweet? Since when, bruv? Hold on. Don't gas me. Hold on, because we're gonna try and get him on the show. Let me check now. Hold on. Notifications. Did he like it?
You know what? Yeah, the way Kanate had his birthday party with the "You Never Walk Alone" music playing, the man already gets it. He already gets it. You know them ones where you know man's already bought in. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Did Kanate like the tweet, or is man just gassing me?
Well, I think Kazim took you for a ride.
He did. No, he did.
For real,
bruv. You know what? Kanate like the tweet, bro.
Yeah, that's big.
Right, so Matt, who's better, Kanate or Varane?
Kanate all day, every day. Shout out all you anime, man. Shout out Kanate, my G. We do this all day, every day. Don't worry about any waffle. I got your back. And DM me, bro. You're coming on Kopish. Cut that promo now, bro. Trust me. You mad? Can I actually like the tweet? I ain't even gassing, bro.
You might as well message him now, Matt. Just slide in.
I'm gonna DM him now. I'm gonna slide in man's DMs and that and see if we can get him on
Slide in
Kopish
now,
people.
Slide
And
in.
do you know what? If people think I'm lying,
No, I just saw it. It's verified. It's verified.
it's verified. You saw it.
Yeah,
You
it's
saw it.
verified.
Yeah.
I want you to be moving like Matt Clinton, slide in them DMs.
Whoa.
Oh, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know.
I did
Not
not
have
have
sexual relations with
Monica
that woman.
Lewinsky.
With that woman.
Don't worry about it, Bill. We all got snakes in the closet. We out here, baby. We do what we do. We get forgiven. We got that money, baby. We do what we gotta do sometimes. Sometimes you gotta play away from home. People don't always say the Anfield, do they? You gotta do what you gotta do. Bill, you know you're welcome on the yacht, baby.
Shit, I need to get my charger. I'm gonna cut.
Hey, Bill.
Let me try to save battery.
We got some things for you on the yacht, Bill. We got some things, baby.
All right, we move people. All right, do you know what? I'm actually gassed now. Listen, people, I'll promise you this. I will try my hardest to try and get Ibrahim Konate on the show. I will try.
It's a madness still.
I will try my hardest, people. If I don't like the tweet, I mean, it could be anything you like the tweet, but listen, people, you got to start somewhere. So let's move. We move, people. Kop-Ish community, let's do this thing, innit?
Indeed, less people. Yeah, you guys can help get him on the show as well. Just slide into DMs, guys. We've been trying to get Sturridge for the longest time. Slide into
Matt, what was the tweet?
It was an anime picture of something.
So basically, he tweeted. What did he tweet again? I'm trying to remember. So he tweeted originally a picture of Goku, like basically going to fight, powering up, and I tweeted him something from Naruto. I tweeted him a picture of Sasuke with the Sharingan and that. So basically what I'm doing is I'm challenging his anime.
An anime guy, yeah. He's
yeah. He loves his anime, bro. I'm challenging his anime. He keeps doing Dragon Ball Z. I keep doing Naruto/Boruto. So if I keep challenging him
about Naruto,
he might be like, you know what? I like this guy, you know. This guy like keep challenging me in that. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Do your thing, bro.
Trust me.
We'd like to see. But people, enough love, like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And yes, keep an eye on social media, keep an eye on YouTube for notifications. Switch on the notification bells to be alerted when new videos come out as well. And until next time, people, stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kop-Ish and we're out, people. Take care.
Peace.
We move, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.